Hello, our YouTube girlies. Welcome to Hair Growth 101. Today we are talking about mistakes that stop hair growth. We're also doing more of a Q&A format today, so I'll be answering a lot of hair growth questions. So anything that you want to know about hair growth, now is the time to ask. We have the entire back of the whiteboard, Benny the whiteboard, blank for hair growth questions. So anything that you want to ask, today is going to be that day. Your hair is always tea. Thank you. So we are on day 15 of my twist out. I am washing my hair tomorrow, but we are on day 15. So I think that's kind of cool. So if you want to know how I'm able to keep my twist out for over 2 weeks, the leave-in butter plays a huge part in that, which is, again, 25% off. All right, now we only have 24 available, so I just bought the first one of the live. So this helps to keep my hair hydrated again. 15 days on my twist out. I am washing my hair tomorrow, finally, but the reason why it stays looking so good is because my hair stays hydrated. I have not done any touch-ups or anything to that because the leave-in butter gets me right each and every time. All right. So, again, it is currently 25% off. We only have 24 now that are available. We have a limited amount. Yesterday, people were buying stuff like crazy. This will be our last live of the week, so if you want to get anything on a deal before the weekend, now would be your chance. All right, so let's go ahead and talk. Again, today's a Q&A focus day. Of course, we're going to be talking about mistakes that stop hair growth, but anything else that you want to ask me, I will draw it out for you, give you all the tea. The goal is to get you to be able to grow your hair. Nobody wants to stay bald-headed in 2026. Like, I don't know about y'all, but that's not given. So, first thing we're going to talk about is one of these 3 mistakes is scalp over hair care. That is a huge mistake that people make that keeps your hair short. In fact, I think that a lot of people who are watching this live currently, if you are struggling to grow your hair, it could just be because you focus more on your scalp than your hair. So let's talk about why scalp care will keep your hair short. Like I'm telling you, you will have 2 scoops of hair indefinitely. All right, so let's talk about it. Why scalp care leads to short hair. It's very simple. Short hair. Alright, so we are going to pretend like this line that I'm about to draw is your scalp. And again, we have 23 of our leave-in butters left. We don't have that many for this flash sale, so we only have 23 currently available for our leave-in butter. We just had 2 people buy it for 25% off. This will be the last live of the week, so any sales or discounts you want, this will be the last time. But we're going to pretend that this line is your scalp, okay? And again, I can guarantee most people watching this do this, and then they're wondering why their hair is short. So this line is your scalp, and we're going to pretend like this is your hair that's growing out of your scalp, right? Cool. So the reason why your hair is short, like if we want to just be honest about it, is because your hair breaks. So your hair is dry, and dry hair breaks. That's the only reason why this occurs, is because your hair is dry, and when it's dry, it breaks. Okay? So, here is my question. If the reason your hair is short because it's dry and breaking, how is putting something on your scalp going to fix the dryness and the breakage? Like, if you're putting an oil on your scalp, you're not even putting anything or any product on the area that is actually being affected, and that's actually the issue. If your hair is short, it's because it's breaking because it's dry. It has nothing to do with your scalp. So if the reason why your hair is short is because it has nothing to do with your scalp, why are you thinking that the solution will be on your scalp? That's why hair growth oils, scalp massages, all these things that prioritize the scalp are ineffective because they don't fix the problem. This right here is the area you need to fix. Your actual hair strands. That is causing your hair to be short, not your scalp. So putting oils and all that on your scalp does nothing. What you need to do is fix the issue. So if dryness is causing your hair to break, which is keeping your hair short, that has to mean that the solution is hydration. So hydration is going to be your solution because it actually fixes the problem area. That's why our line is a hydration focused line. We don't do scalp stimulating oils. We don't do scalp treatments or anything like that. The entire line is nothing special about it, especially our leave-in butter. The only reason why it's effective, the only reason why my hair is 15 days old and still looks like this is crazy, is because it just keeps my hair hydrated. It solves the problem that keeps a lot of people having short hair. You keep your hair hydrated, it doesn't break, so it's not going to be short and it'll be long. There's no tricks or secrets to it. That's literally it. So if you want longer hair, stop focusing on your scalp because it doesn't address the problem. The problem is your hair strands. Oil on your scalp doesn't fix anything on your hair strands, okay? If you want longer hair, fix dryness. That's why our line is a hydration focus line, and there's no secret ingredients or formulas or anything like that. We just have good formulas that keep your hair hydrated. Again, my hair is 15 days old. I'm washing it tomorrow. 15 days old and it's twist out. Like, y'all still see the definition? Each strand, y'all see that? That's because my hair stayed hydrated. That's because the leave-in butters are non-negotiable. If you've been following me for years, you know that I always use a leave-in butter when I do any style because I know it's going to guarantee my hair stays hydrated. And when my hair is hydrated, it won't break. That's why my hair has gotten so long, because I fixed the dryness issue. All right? Cool. So, again, this will be more of a Q&A today. So, we will go over these three as well. But any questions you guys have about hair growth, we can draw it out on the whiteboard. We can talk about it. Benny is ready for action today. All right? So, Hi Faye says her first time watching. All right, so we only have 20 leave-in butters left, you guys, at 25% off. We only have 20 left. If y'all were here yesterday, y'all know we were selling out like crazy. People were buying up. We had people that were during the flash sale trying to check out, and they couldn't because at the price because people were beating them to it. So if you would like to grab the leave-in butter, I would recommend grabbing it while you can. So yeah. All right, so let's talk about the second one. The second one is products versus routine. This is a huge reason why people struggle to grow their hair longer, is when they focus on products versus a routine. A routine is the only way to grow your hair. But what people do is they'll say, no, I don't want to do a routine. I want to find a viral product. I want to find a viral TikTok oil or viral TikTok this. I'm going to put this on my hair and that's going to grow my hair. That never works. Why? Because the only way to grow your hair is to have a routine. So, what is the best routine for hair growth? Very simple. All right, somebody said their hair stays dry. I got you. I'll help you to solve that because I don't have 15 days of hydration on accident. All right, so let's talk about the best routine. Well, really, this is the only routine for growth. Everybody that has long hair does this routine. So I'm putting you on free game right now. If you want long hair, this routine is like a guaranteed way, guaranteed method. It's nothing complicated. So this is the only routine for growth. Very simple. So 2 steps, very simple. Again, everybody that you see has long hair does this. So if you want longer hair, do it. If you want to be bald headed, don't. So the first part is, and this is the one that people do. Most people do this step, so this really isn't going to be an issue for most people. Is products. Products. So hear me and hear me good. Like, look me dead in my eyes. Products matter when it comes to growing your hair. Products matter. My hair would not be to my waist if I did not have my hair care line. Why? Because it's important that you have products that work for your hair. That 100% does matter. So I don't want you to think that you don't need products. You need a cleanser, you need a conditioner, you need an oil, you need a styler, you need things that work for your hair, things that prioritize hydration. That is what you need, all right? All right, we only have 15 leave-in butters left. We started out with 25, we only have 15 left at 25% off. So if you want to grab it, again, I always use a leave-in butter in my hair. It's a non-negotiable when I do my styles. That's why my twist out is 15 days old, okay? Again, where's my paper? Here's my paper. And again, this is why I'm telling you that the first part is true. Products do matter. Look at my hair. Look at that. Y'all see the definition that it still has and it's 2 weeks old? I wish y'all could touch my hair right now. If y'all could touch my hair, y'all, look at that. Y'all would feel how soft it is, right? It's soft and it's hydrated. It's not dry, it's not crunchy, it's not puffy and frizzy. This is what y'all's twist outs probably look like on day 3 or 4. Why? Because hydration. That's why the leave-in butter, again, is non-negotiable. Non-negotiable. All right, you guys have 12. Yeah, we have 12 leave-in butters left. So 2 people bought it while I was talking. We only have 12 left at 25% off. So if you want to grab it, go ahead. All right, so the first thing is products. Products matter. But this is where people go wrong, and this is where people end up having short hair and keeping short hair for the rest of their lives. Products are not the only thing that matter when growing your hair. A lot of people think if I could just find the right oil or find the right cream or find the right conditioner and put that on my hair will grow. Your hair will stay short if you do that. Products matter, but so does number 2. Methods. Pretty simple. Products and methods. You know how many people I know that don't know how to do their hair? They're a product junkie. They spend like hundreds of dollars a month buying products, and yet they never see any results. Why? Because they don't know how to wash their hair. You know how many emails we get of people saying, hey, your products didn't do what they were supposed to do. You lied, you scammed, yada, yada, yada. And I say, okay, what's your hair care routine? Like, what do you do for your hair? It's garbage. They say my hair care routine is I put oil on my scalp every single day, and that's it. That is not a hair care routine. You know how many people don't know how to protect a style? You know how many people that I've heard that are like, I can't do braids. Braids don't work for me. I have this hair. I have that hair. Braids suck on my hair. And yet they'll go to their braider with no product in their hair and do braids. How does that work, right? You cannot put braids on dry hair because it will break your hair off, right? You know how many people I know that do not know how to keep their hair hydrated. They can't keep their hair hydrated for longer than 24 hours. Do you know how many people I know that don't know how to trim or don't trim at all or trim too often? So knowing how to care for your hair is just as important as the products you use. You don't date a guy just because he has one good characteristic. He has to have several, right? You don't just date a guy because he's attractive. The same way with your hair care routine. You don't just grow hair because you have good products. That's why focusing on viral products over hair care will always fail you each and every time. You need to know how to do your hair. That's why I have the series, okay? I can give you the products, they're awesome, they're great, but I also have to teach you the methods to use. Products are a part of a routine. They are not the full scope of the routine. If you just focus on products and don't learn how to take care of your hair will stay short. And at the same time, if you know how to take care of your hair, but you don't have products that work for your hair will also stay short. So both of these things matter. The difference between people that have short hair and long hair is people with short hair just do number one. People with long hair do both number one and number two, okay? So it's a full picture. You cannot just grow hair by finding a viral product and putting it on your head. Hair care matters. A lot of us do not know how to take care of our hair. That's what I'm here to teach you. This twist out, again, 15 days old. I'm washing my hair tomorrow, but it's 15 days old. That didn't happen just because I use great products. The leave-in butter is tea. My hair definitely would not be as long as it is without the leave-in butter, but it's also because I know how to do a twist out. I know how to have a good wash day before doing a twist out to ensure my stuff stays, well, my hair stays good for a long amount of time, all right? So it's more than just one thing. Products are a piece of the puzzle. They do not encompass the entire puzzle, okay? I'm telling y'all, if you want to continue to try to cheat code or cheat hair growth, you're going to stay bald-headed. Like, you will not grow longer hair if you just want to find the quickest, fastest, and easiest way to do it. There is no quick way to grow hair. There is no secret that I'm doing that you're not. There's no genetic difference between me and you. It's just simple hair care and consistency. I wish it wasn't that boring. I wish I could tell you something, but it's not. All right, you guys have 7 minutes left on our leave-in butter flash sale. How many do we have left? We only have 8 left, you guys. We only have 8 leave-in butters left for 25% off. Otherwise, you're gonna have to pay full price. So if you would like to grab a leave-in butter, that would be it. How do you keep hair curly like yours? So my hair is in a twist out. So I washed my hair, twisted it, let it dry, and then I took the twist out. So that's why. I will be doing a wash and go tomorrow. So you guys will see my wash and go come Monday. But yeah. All right, we only have 7 left. So I just bought a leave-in butter. We only have 7 left at 25% off. If you don't grab it before the 6 minutes is off, 6 minutes is up, you're gonna have to pay full price. We don't have any sales currently on our website, I don't think. So I would just, if you want to get it, better safe than sorry, because we only have 7 left. All right. So let's talk about something else. Let's talk about how long it takes to grow hair. Because here's the thing. If you try to grow your hair based on an unrealistic timeline, it will never work. So let me just tell you this, and this is not to be mean, this is to be honest. You will not have hair as long as mine in a year if you're like shoulder length, right? That will not happen. It will never, ever, ever happen. That is not the same as me saying you won't ever have hair as long as mine, but it won't happen in a year. I didn't grow hair that long in a year. You can't grow hair that long in a year. You can grow hair that long eventually, but it will not happen that fast. You cannot speed up hair growth. You cannot change how fast your hair grows. All you can do is be consistent with your routine to make sure that you're retaining length. So, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I could lie, sit up here and lie and say, hey, use the product, your hair will be down your back in a month, but that's not true. The products help you get to your hair growth goals eventually, but they don't work some sort of magic miracle that does that. That's just not possible. No products do that. All right, so we only have 5 leave-in butters left, you guys. So 2 people just bought it while I was doing that. So if you want it for 25% off, we only got 5 left. All right, so how long for growth? So I'm gonna give y'all the real tea. This is how long you can realistically expect that it takes to get long hair if you're doing what you're supposed to do. If you don't do what you're supposed to do, sorry, that sucks for you. All right, so first, this is the average. The average person will grow half an inch per month. That's the average amount. So when I say average, that doesn't mean that some people are growing 3 inches in a month. No, it means one person might be growing 0.5, one person might be growing 0.54, one person might be growing 0.47. There's not a huge variance. So you can safely say you're growing about half an inch. You're not special in this case. So that is, if we do math, about 6 inches a year. So hear me and hear me good, because if you're struggling to grow your hair, you could just be thinking about this the wrong way. This number right here that you see, this 6 inches a year, you can't change that. A lot of people spend their entire hair care routines focused on trying to speed up the number. So they'll try to do whatever they can to grow 8 inches that year, or 10 inches, or 12 inches. You will never be able to grow more than 6 inches a year. And this is not because you're black or have tight hair or whatever. Nobody grows hair that fast, okay? White people, black people, brown people, whoever. Nobody grows more than 6 inches a year. And like I said, this is an average, but nobody's growing 12 inches. Everybody's growing about 6 inches. So you can 100% say you're growing about 6 inches a year. Now, I'm saying that, so then how do you get longer hair then if you can only grow 6 inches a year? You get longer hair by retaining length. So every single year, trying to retain as much of those 6 inches that you're growing as possible. So I grew long hair not because I started growing 12 inches a year. I grew hair because year 1, I might have retained 5 inches. Year 2 might have retained 3 inches. Year 3 might have retained 5 of those 6 inches again, right? And there we go. This is how I got longer hair. Not because I started growing more hair than you did. It's just because every single year I retained the length. And again, I'm not sure what I'm incorrect about, but studies show, science shows this is a genetic number. The same way I can't do anything ever in my life to be able to grow my hair out of my head a different texture because I genetically am a 4A, 4B girly. I'll never wake up one day and all of a sudden my hair will be growing out of my scalp 2A. Same thing. This rate is determined by genetics, so you can't. Yes, people can absolutely grow more than 6 inches a year. This is the average. And my point is, you might be able to grow 6.2 inches a year. I'm saying that people are trying to speed this up and grow 10 inches, 12 inches, 14 inches a year. People focus on trying to speed up their hair growth, and you cannot speed up how fast your hair grows. The number that you have is set. So let me be curious. Some person might grow 6.2. Ooh, okay, a year. Some people might grow 5.7. Okay, this difference is negligible. If you retain 5.7 inches for the next 3 years, how much is that? That's over I actually don't know that math. That's between 15 to 18 inches of hair? Do y'all understand how much 15 to 18 inches of hair is? That's like this much hair. That's how you get into that waist length territory. So you grow longer hair by retaining the hair that you grow every single year, not by trying to speed up that number. So then how is it you're worried? So I said earlier it's the average, so don't know what to tell you. If you want to try to do that, you can. All right. Okay, I'm not about to do all that. All right, goodbye. All right, cool. We have 60 seconds left on our leave-in butter. How many do we have left? All right, we only have 2 left at 25% off. All right. You only have 2 left at 25% off. So if you want the leave-in butter, that's cool. Here's my thing though. I have long hair and I've grown waist length hair twice. So if you don't want to listen to me, cool. But here's what I find. Here's the pattern. I've been doing this for 5 years. Here's the pattern. People don't listen to me. They insist that they can do something that biologically and genetically is impossible. By the way, I'm a STEM major. I have a degree in biology. I have a degree in psychology. I was also in medical school for a year. And I love reading scientific papers, articles, research, etc. I'm a science nerd. So everything that I say is science-backed. My entire line is science-backed. I don't promise miracles. I would be lying if I sat up here and say you can speed up hair growth to try to upsell the products. I don't. I say, hey, it's going to take you years to grow longer hair. But with the right products and the right tools and methods that I teach you, you can have longer hair. So what people do is they say, no, I'm going to use my hair growth oil and I'm going to speed up my hair growth. And then what happens is they'll try to do that for 6 months. They don't actually do what I'm telling them and their hair still doesn't grow. And so then they come back in June and they're like, okay, now I'm ready to listen. So, hey, sorry. some people have a better grade of hair, which makes it more manageable and easier to retain. I disagree with that. I think that natural hair is not difficult. My natural hair is not difficult to do. It's a learning curve. Everybody has to learn how to do their hair. There's no more manageable hair. I don't really like that. I get what you're saying. I don't like that phrase. I have 4A, 4B hair. I have coily, tight, thick hair. It takes me maybe 30 minutes to detangle my hair because I just learned how to do it. Now, obviously, it was a learning curve, but once I figured out what works for me, I did it. It takes me, the only reason my wash days take so long is because I film, because that's my job. If I didn't, it took me maybe 4 hours for me to do my entire head. And part of that is me just sitting with deep conditioner in my hair. It's not like actively me doing my hair. My hair is very easy to do. I personally just don't like doing my hair because I'm just not the type of person that likes doing my hair. But my hair is not difficult. It might be a different routine than somebody that has looser curl pattern than me, but my hair is just as manageable as somebody with looser hair. Why? Because I just learned how to manage it. So, yeah, I don't think there's a better grade than, exactly, I don't think there's a better grade. There's no bad hair texture. There's just bad cultural teachings and there's bad practices. Okay, you can grow 4C hair just as long as you can grow 1A hair. It's just that you have 4C hair, you have to learn how to do it. It's going to be a different routine than 1A hair. And unfortunately, we're just behind in society because we're just now learning how to take care of our hair. The reason your hair is short is just lack of education. That's why this series exists. Your hair is not long simply because you just don't know. You don't have no genetic anomaly. You don't have, your texture isn't prevent, like, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like that's an excuse, honestly. And that might be an excuse coming out of ignorance, but I feel like that's also dismissive to me. I worked hard to grow my hair. Like I said, I grew Weston's hair twice. So I'm about this life, right? I know how to grow my hair because I know how to take care of it. I didn't do this on accident or just on a fluke. I've done it twice intentionally. Once off of social media before I came on, and then once while I was on social media. So, you know, your girl knows what she's talking about. It's not because of genetics. I'm fully black, so you can't blame that. My dad is black, and my mom is black. All right, I don't have loose curly hair, you know, so you can't say, oh, she just has a better grade hair. No, I have tight hair just like y'all do. So I'm not special. The difference between me and you is just that I know and you don't, and that's why I'm teaching you, so now you can know. So if you don't want to grow your hair after watching me, I give you products that work, that are specifically catered to tighter hair textures because I made them for myself, and people said start selling them because nobody in the industry is making them. Awesome, cool, I got y'all. But I also give you the education that you need to do it, and I don't give you any gimmicks. I don't give you any tricks or shortcuts. I could tell you right now, put this oil on your scalp, it's gonna grow it. Your hair just super long down your back. That's a lie. That's not true. I tell you that hair care is a process. I tell you that you need a full routine. You don't grow your hair just by putting an oil on it. If I said that, that would be easier for me to sell my oil, but I don't do that. I tell you that this product, the reason why it's so popular is not because it has something special in it or it's a miracle product. Don't get me wrong, we have a great, work with a great team to grab really good formulators. Don't get me wrong, so our formulas are really, really good, but all it does is just promote the basic biology of our hair. Our hair is dry and it breaks, that's why it doesn't grow longer, because we don't retain lean. So designing products that fix that problem by helping to keep your hair hydrated and to retain moisture literally just helps you out. These are just tools that help your hair to get longer. They're not miracles, okay? I specifically have a video on She's Made that I told them to make sure that they post that says we don't promote our oil as hair growth oils because hair growth oils don't work. There is nothing that you can put on your scalp that will increase the growth of your hair. Nothing. We talked about that last week. Hair vitamins, hair oils, etc. They don't do that. In fact, let's go ahead and do that right now. For those of you that missed last week, let's just talk about it. So let's talk about hair vitamins. I'm gonna just tell y'all, like, you can't take the easy way out when it comes to growing your hair. I wish you could. Don't you think if I knew a better or easier way, I would tell y'all? I'm not that stingy. I've been like not gatekeeping anything. So exactly. I'm muting you because you're annoying me and it's my life, so yeah. And also because if I'm reading your stuff, I'm distracting myself because I have the attention span of a squirrel, so that just helps me not to get distracted. So yeah, I'm sorry about that. All right, I'm going to go ahead and give you another flash sale. We're going to go ahead and do 25% off on our bundles. Somebody just asked me for that. I got you guys. We only have 20 available for 25% off, if that makes sense. So I'm going to give y'all 25% off though. Like I said, these are the last flash sales of the week. After this, I just hit my chin. After this, It will be no more. All right. But we only have 20 available for 25% off. So if you want it, please grab it. These are going very, very quickly. Yesterday, if you were on the live, everything was going really quickly. We had so many people that were like, "Girl, I tried to check out and like the sale wasn't available anymore because somebody beat them to it, even though the flash sale was still available." Yes, you can do the leave-in butter on 3B hair. All right. Okay, cool. So let's talk about hair vitamins and why they don't work. So, don't work. We talked about this last week. So if you missed last week, you can watch it on YouTube. But I'm just gonna kind of go ahead and cover it really quick. Again, we only have 19 left. So we had 20 in total for the bundle for 25% off. We only have 19 left. Somebody just bought one. So, okay, now we have 18 left. Somebody just bought another one. Okay, so here's why hair vitamins don't work. Again, I'm being honest with y'all. So nothing that I'm saying is buy the products, your hair's gonna grow long. That's not the full picture, okay? So here's why hair vitamins don't work. So I'm trying to remember what I said last week. All right, so let's just talk about them. I'll do 4 over here. So let's talk about biotin. Does anybody here take biotin? Like, let me know in the chat. Anybody here take biotin? This is a mistake that you're making, by the way. So here's the thing with biotin. So biotin definitely is something that you need in your body to make sure that your hair grows the way that it should. So if you are deficient in biotin, you'll 100% see negative effects to your hair growth. So, key word there is deficient, meaning that you don't have what your body requires. Your body has a range of how much of each hormone, vitamin is supposed to have. So there's a minimum amount and there's a maximum amount. You should be in that range, okay? So, when it comes to biotin, if you are outside of that range, like if you are too low, it will affect your hair growth. So if you are deficient, if you go to the doctor, they draw your blood and they say, hey, you are low on biotin, take biotin supplements. But here's the thing. Your body does not use excess. If y'all learn this in anatomy, chemistry, whatever not chemistry, you wouldn't learn some chemistry, biology, whatever. What does the body do with stuff that's excess, stuff that the body doesn't need? What does the body do, Chad? When your body has stuff that it doesn't need inside of it, what happens to it? Let me know. Yes, our products are low and high porosity friendly. So, when your body doesn't need stuff, you pee it out. Right, you poop it out, exactly. So, what do you think happens to the biotin that you're taking that your body doesn't need? You're peeing and pooping it out. So, literally, by definition, that is money down the toilet. And somebody said that it was breaking them out. That's because an excess of biotin has been linked to acne. So that definitely could be a reason. There's a reason why that your body has only a certain range of things that it needs. Because sometimes too little is bad, but also too much is bad as well. So if your body has a certain amount that your body needs, taking extra of that doesn't make it extra hair growth. It gets peed out. So you're taking it is literally getting peed out. So biotin is pointless. It is not going to be effective for you. You can keep taking it if you want to, but there have been people that have taken biotin for years and their hair is still short. Why? Because biotin does not play a role in how long your hair is. The only way, here's the thing. Longer hair you can't shortcut longer hair. There's no one thing or one viral thing that will get you longer hair. Long hair comes from long hair isn't about doing one thing right or using one right thing. It's about doing several things right. Several things. It's about keeping your hair hydrated. If you protect your style, doing that correctly. Wash day routines, trims, all these things. It's about doing several things right. All those things I just named are a routine. Taking biotin is not a routine. Okay? Somebody said botana oil. Same thing. Botana oil is like any oil. It's great at locking in moisture. But putting botana oil on your scalp doesn't promote excess growth. Again, y'all can read the scientific papers and articles. I'm not just saying this out my butt, right? There is no conclusive evidence that shows, meaning that they've not done any experiment that shows any indication to show that there's something you can put on your scalp that will make your follicles produce more hair than they already do. Everybody has a predetermined genetic amount of hair that their scalp produces every single month. That will not be changed because that's determined by genetics. The same way your hair color is genetic. You're not one day just gonna wake up and start growing red hair, right? Your hair color is genetically determined. The only way that might happen is if something is changed with your genes. And I don't see anybody doing any gene therapy to change how their hair texture is. So that has not been invented yet. That technology has not been invented yet. So that's why doing things like this is a waste of time. Biotin is not going to make you grow longer hair. It's going to get peed out. Second one. This is with the same situation. Prenatal, right? People think the folic acid and prenatal vitamins is going to grow their hair excess long. Same situation. When you are, okay, I've never been pregnant before by the grace of God. But here's the thing. When you're pregnant, your body literally biologically changes to support life. So certain things that you didn't need when you weren't pregnant, you now need in order to support life. So that means that if, let's just say you only needed, I don't know, 30 grams of a certain vitamin in your body when you were not pregnant. But now you need 60 grams because the baby needs it too, right? So your levels are going to shift depending on what is productive for supporting life. So the reason why people take prenatal vitamins when they're pregnant is because their body needs more of a certain vitamin in order to support the life, including folic acid. So if you're not pregnant, again, your body doesn't need more folic acid. So what happens when you put stuff in your body that your body doesn't need, it pees and poops it out. That's why prenatal vitamins are only for people that are pregnant, because they're the only ones that need it. So you taking prenatal vitamins does nothing extra for you. Sorry, your body doesn't do extra. There's only consequences. If it's too little, you only get negative consequences. If it's too much, you only get negative or neutral consequences. There's no benefit to putting extra stuff in your body. Like, you're not going to get excess hair growth because you take more biotin than the average person. No, your body's still going to use the amount that everybody else uses. It's just going to pee out the excess. Same thing with prenatal. And last one, which is the same thing, iron, right? With iron. Iron is the same principle. If you are anemic, so you're iron deficient, 100% your hair is going to fall out and shed and all that if you don't. So please take iron supplements if you're anemic. But if you're not anemic, meaning that you don't have low iron, taking extra iron just gets peed out. Your body doesn't use extra stuff. It pees it out and poops it out. This is basic science, basic biology, okay? And again, I know people get upset when I say this, but that's just because people want to cheat hair growth. They want to, I don't want to say cheat, but they want to try to find a way to grow their hair super fast and a super quick and easy method. There's no super quick and easy method. If there was, you would have found it and it would have worked by now. If biotin really was, if it was really that simple to just take biotin and your hair would be super long, you know how many millions of people buy biotin and use biotin every single year? And yet, where are all these people with long hair? Millions upon billions of people do hair oils every single year. How come nobody's hair is super long? Because of that. Every single person that you've seen that has very long hair, they will not tell you, oh, I just put a hair oil on my scalp. They tell you, I do this, I do this, I do this. Just watch, Look at all your natural hair influencers that have super long hair. All their videos. You don't see them saying, oh yeah, I just put an oil on my scalp. No, they show you their wash day routines, they show you how they trim, they show you how they style, they show you how they lock in moisture. They're showing you multiple things that they're doing consistently to grow their hair. I've never seen, and you could clock me on this, I've never seen anybody with super long hair just come up to you and tell you, yeah, you know what I did? I just took this. Yeah, you know what I did? I just put oil on my scalp every single day. No. Everybody that I've seen, everybody's hair journeys on YouTube, etc., they're telling you several things. They're telling you their routine. They're not telling you, oh, I just use this and my hair's long. I don't even tell you that, and this is my line. I tell you I use this, plus I show you all my wash day routines on social media, plus I show you how I protect the style on social media, plus I show you my trims, plus I show you my styles, etc. So I show you my routine, which consists of products, but it's not just products, okay? So all these things, biotin, prenatal vitamins, and iron, only effective if you have a deficiency. Taking them when you don't need them, your body will pee and poop it out, because your body doesn't, anything that's excess is considered waste. Your body will pee and poop it out. Okay, your body doesn't absorb past what it's allowed to absorb, okay? So it's going through your digestive tract, and when it gets to, I think it's your small intestines, that's where you absorb all your vitamins and stuff, or certain vitamins. If your body already has enough of it, it's not going to absorb it. It's going to go back through your small intestine, all the way through the colon, all that, and it's going to be peed and pooped out. That's how your basic digestive system works. The same way, what happens when your body can't digest or absorb, for example, corn kernels, right? Your body doesn't absorb or digest them. That's why when you poop, you see them in the toilet, because your body doesn't need them, if that makes sense. All right? So only take these things if you have a deficiency. All right, we only have 9 bundles left, you guys. 9 bundles. So we started at 20. We only have 9 left at 25% off. So if you want to grab it, please do. I forgot to tell y'all, 50K likes will do a giveaway. So if y'all want a giveaway, actually, you know what, we might have an earlier goal, but just tap the screen. Since it's Thursday, it's our last live, I think I want to try to get let's say 40K likes. I'll give y'all 40K likes for a giveaway. That way we can try to get 2 giveaways in this live stream since it's our last one of the week. So yeah, if you take iron, if you take too much iron, it can actually cause toxicity. Exactly. So there's no benefit to doing anything extra with your body because your body will consider it waste and pee and poop it out. So again, if you're taking this when you don't need this, it's literally money down the drain. Down the toilet. All right, and then the last one, this one isn't really a vitamin, but it's something new that I'm seeing and I just want to clarify it. So I'll just write it down here. Minoxidil. I know y'all I have seen a lot of like those TikTok ads and stuff with people using minoxidil and showing these crazy before and afters. Those things aren't incorrect. People do see amazing results with minoxidil. Like you'll see people with bald patches and all of a sudden they have hair growing again. So minoxidil works, but what the context you don't understand is minoxidil is a medication. When do we take medicine? When we're sick, right? So minoxidil is only effective for people that have sick hair, meaning their hair does not grow the way that it's supposed to. So people with alopecia, right? All the studies that you see with minoxidil are showing people that have some sort of scalp disorder. Their hair is sick. They take minoxidil to treat it. Treatments make your hair go from not normal, or treatments in general make your body go from not normal to normal. Once it's normal, you don't take treatments. If I'm normal, right? I'm normal health, I'm good. Why would I go to the doctor? I don't go to the doctor and take medicine because I know medicine is going to make me feel like extra amazing, right? Your body is either normal or it's abnormal. There is no above the normal. So if you're taking minoxidil when you're not sick, you don't need the medication, there's nothing to treat, you're just taking minoxidil. And again, what does your body do with stuff that it doesn't need? It's going to pee and poop it out. So minoxidil is only something I would recommend looking into if you have an actual scalp disorder, like alopecia or something like that. Something where your hair is not growing the way that it should because there's some sort of medical issue. Then minoxidil might be your girl. But if you don't, which most of us don't experience, that's not true. So those ads are frustrating because it doesn't take into context. Like they're not telling you these people have scalp disorders and that's why it's working. All right. Okay, we only have 6 bundles left. 6 bundles. So 2 people just bought the bundle while I was talking. Only got 6 left at 25% off today. This is our last live of the week. So if you see something, grab it. Yeah. And again, I'm doing more questions today, so if you have any questions about hair growth, I'm going to talk about these mistakes. If you have any questions about hair growth, I can draw it out and tell you on the board if you would like. We're just kind of going with the vibes today. More like, I'm kind of running it, not really me today. Just because I get tired of saying the same thing for 4 days a week, so. All right. And again, somebody did want me to explain hair oils, so I will explain why hair growth oils do not work, for those that are curious. And also somebody wanted me to talk, because last week we talked about all the different hair trends and which ones actually work and which ones don't as far as hair growth. So we're going to talk about that as well. All right, we only have 5 bundles left, so somebody just bought another one. We only have 5 bundles left at 25% off today, last live of the week, so last time to get any sales or discounts. Again, my twist out is 15 days old. And I have the whole bundle. I did the whole bundle for my wash day routine. I've done no touch-ups, no nothing. The only thing I did was just switch from a middle part to a side part like 2 days ago. Yeah, that said that correctly. So I have the leave-in butter in my hair. I have cleanse with the refresh shampoo, use the deep hydration mask, use the oil, and use the leave-in butter. So yeah. All right, so let's talk about why hair growth oils don't work. I'm gonna use blue. I feel like my black marker is kind of going away. So why hair growth oils don't work? Don't work. Okay. So here's why hair growth oils don't work. Very, very simple. But again, your hair will be like, you're gonna stop and really like backtrack on your hair growth if you use hair growth oils. Now, hear me good. Oils are good for your hair, but hair growth oils do nothing. So we're gonna draw this example again so y'all can really understand this, because I don't want you wasting your money. All right, so this is your scalp. We're gonna call this your scalp. Okay, and of course you have hair growing out of your scalp. So when people use hair growth oils, they think that if they can put an oil on their scalp, so this is your oil going on your scalp, they think it will make hair grow faster out of their scalp than what it normally does. So let's say normally after a month, your scalp only produces this much hair. They think by adding the hair growth oil, next month they'll produce like double this amount. That's not how that works. You cannot change how your hair grows out of your scalp. You can't control the color that it grows out of your scalp. You can't control the texture that it grows out of your scalp. And you can't control the speed that it grows out of your scalp. So in reality, you can't control anything as far as what your scalp's doing for hair growth. The only thing that you can do as far as the scalp is make sure that your scalp is healthy so that it grows the way that it's supposed to, the way that it's designed, but you can't speed that up. So that's why hair growth oils don't work. There's nothing, and science backs this up, there's nothing that you can put on your scalp that will penetrate your follicles deep enough to increase how fast your hair grows. That just does not work, okay? All right, guys, we only have 4 bundles left at 25% off, so if you want to grab it, we have 10 people that have it in their cart, so I guess first come, first serve. So hopefully when you check out, you can still get it at that price. But yeah, that's not how hair growth oils work. And also the reason why they're ineffective is because they don't solve the problem as to why your hair is short. If hair growth oils truly solve the reason why you were struggling with growth, your hair would be long. They don't. Why? Because the reason that your hair is short lies at your hair strands. It doesn't lie on your scalp. Your hair is short because you'll grow hair and it'll break off because it's dry. You don't fix that problem with putting something on your scalp. If my hair is dry down here and is breaking off, what's the point of putting something up here? That's not fixing what's going on down here. The only way to see longer hair is to fix the breakage issue. Again, think about it. Your hair is dry. Everybody in here probably can raise their hand and say their hair is dry. That natural hair is naturally dry. Why? Because we have an oil on our scalp called sebum. This sebum is supposed to coat our hair from roots to ends and keep our hair hydrated. That's why you see girls with straight hair, right? Their hair is oily all the time because the natural sebum that we all produce, it coats their hair from roots to ends. It coats their hair because their hair is straight. So it's just a very quick trip to go down, all right? But for curly or coily hair, that sebum doesn't make it all the way down because the path is way more complicated. So a lot of our hair is left naked. It's not coated with that sebum, so it's not hydrated. So we have to do that job ourselves. So you're not gonna solve that problem with oil. You wanna keep using hair growth oils, cool. But don't come complaining to me when it's 2027, 2028 and your hair is still the same length. You will not grow your hair with hair growth oils. Oils are good for helping to lock in moisture. Like they can act as your sebum. They can help to coat your hair to lock in moisture. They can add slip, which is great for, doing your hair to reduce breakage. So they are great tools, but putting oil on your scalp doesn't grow hair. Massaging your scalp doesn't grow hair. Why? Because that's not the reason your hair is short. In fact, honestly, like I said, I have waist length hair. I've grown waist length hair twice. I have never used a hair growth oil. I have never had a scalp routine. I have never done scalp massages. I just keep my hair hydrated. That's why the line is a hydration focused line, because there's no point in me saying, oh, this has like a specific ingredient in it that's gonna like just make your hair go down to your waist or anything like that, right? Like that's just not how it works. There's nothing special in the sense that these products have like some secret ingredient in them. They just are very, very focused on hydration because that's the biggest reason why your hair is short. So why would I not want to focus on that for myself? Y'all are good, but for me, like I want products that are gonna make sure that it's targeting the area that I know is the reason why my hair has struggled to grow. Again, I've grown waist length hair twice, so I'm not just saying this just because. If this was really a fluke, then I wouldn't be able to grow it the second time. I've done barely anything. Of course, you have little changes in your hair routine, but the basics is keep my hair hydrated. And that's it, okay? Jazz says she's a licensed cosmetologist and she agrees hair growth oil is a gimmick. It really is, and it's frustrating because it's like so many people fall for it and then they end up blaming their hair because the hair growth oil didn't work. Like they'll think, okay, I used the hair growth oil, it's supposed to grow my hair. If it didn't grow my hair, that means there's something wrong with my hair. No, hair growth oils don't work, okay? I can like make y'all a promise. I can't like shake y'all's hand, but I can make y'all a promise that if you lock in with me, you can see longer hair in 2026. Like you'll have it, like this will be the first year ever or for a long time where you'll actually be like, dang, my hair is actually growing. But you gotta do your part. I can only take you so far, okay? You gotta listen. You can't be stubborn. You have to focus on hydration. Hair growth oils are not gonna get you there. Please, I don't want you to waste any more time having short hair and feeling insecure, not confident because you don't have the hair that you want and thinking that there's something wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with your hair. You just are not taking care of your hair the way that it needs to be taken care of to grow with it. It's just very simple. And that's not really on you in the sense that, like, we weren't taught that. Like, do y'all know, like, I was not taught how to take care of my hair. Not because my parents hated me, but because we grew up in a culture where relaxers and perms were what was necessary to assimilate. That's what our parents knew. That's what they taught us. I didn't start learning, I didn't even know what natural hair was until I was like 15, 16 years old. And then it took me 2 years after that to even go natural. So we are late than a lot of other races. That's the only reason why we're struggling, right? Because we just weren't taught these things. They weren't a part of our culture. But it is starting to become a part of our culture. So once you are educated, you're good, all right? So that's all I want you to do. And my thing is, if your hair hasn't been growing, so why not try something different? Obviously, what you've been doing hasn't been working. So why not? And here's the thing. Hear what comes out of my mouth. I'm not telling you anything that's like gimmicky. I'm not telling you anything that's like, oh, you just have to, every single week, you have to put this on your scalp and do this and your hair will grow guaranteed. No. I tell you, your hair will grow guaranteed if you put in the work and have a routine. I teach you a routine. I teach you how to care for your hair, which includes having products that work for you, of course. Like, I'm not denying that, but I'm not gonna sit here and say my hair is wasteless because I just put an oil on my scalp. I wouldn't. That's wrong of me to say because that's not true. My hair is long because I consistently took care of my hair correctly and used products that worked for my hair. That's it. Okay, that's it. All right, I'm gonna get you guys another flash sale. Yeah, I said 40K likes and we'll do a giveaway. I'm gonna try to do 2 today. So if you want a free product, go ahead and tap that screen. We're almost halfway there. Once we get to 40K likes, we'll do a giveaway. I'm gonna go ahead and I have 20 leave-in butters that I can do for 30% off if you guys want that. I'm trying to give y'all some more discounts today because this was the last live of the week, so this is your last chance to get any sales or anything. So I'm gonna try my best to do that today for you guys. But I only have 20 available for 30% off. So, and like, again, our leave-in butter is our most popular product, so it does go very quickly. So I hope nobody is stuck not being able to get it at a discount. But it's gonna be 30% off right now. So yeah, okay. Is this okay for colored and dyed hair? Yes, our products are color safe. And again, this is more Q&A focused. So anything you want to know, we just talked about hair growth oils, we talked about hair vitamins. Anything you want to know about hair growth, I will answer you. Like, we're talking about mistakes that stop hair growth, things that have been keeping your hair short for years. Like, and it's just not funny anymore. So yeah. Somebody asked, is porosity important? Because I can't figure out my porosity. Let's talk about porosity. That's a great question. Again, anything you guys want to ask, we'll talk about today. Let's talk about porosity. People make porosity complicated, so knowing your porosity is necessary for growth, but not in the way that you think. So I'll say like this, because this is true. Porosity. I don't know. I changed it up. Okay. Knowing porosity equals growth. So let's talk about it. So you have low porosity and then you have high porosity, right? I'm gonna put a dash in there. Okay, cool. So first of all, what is porosity? All porosity is it's just you knowing how your hair handles moisture. So that's it. All right, we only have 18 leave-in butters left. Like I told you, we only had 20 in total for 30% off. We only have 18 now. So if you want to grab it, these are the last sales of the week. So if you want anything, now is the time. Again, my twist out is 15 days old. 15 days old and still looks fantabulous. All right. So knowing your porosity will equal growth because porosity determines how your hair handles moisture. And like we talked about, if you want long hair, again, if you want long hair, the only way to do that is to have a routine that keeps your hair hydrated. That includes having products that keep your hair hydrated. That also includes wash day routines, etc. Whatever you do, keep your hair hydrated. So, very simple test to know low versus high porosity. So, if you spray your hair with water and it just sits on top, you have low porosity. Okay? If you spray your hair with water and it doesn't do that, you have high porosity. Very simple, very easy. That's just it. All right, y'all tap that screen. 40K likes. We will do a giveaway. So if you want a giveaway, tap the screen. All right. So for low porosity, you struggle to get moisture in your hair. That's just it. You struggle to get moisture in your hair. So that all that means is that when you do your hair care routine, heat needs to be incorporated. Heat is something that you need to love, okay? So that means when you deep condition, add heat, okay? When you are applying products, spray your hair with warm water to add some heat, okay? That's it. Your hair doesn't have to be steaming 24/7, but heat will always be your best friend. For high porosity, conditioning and sealing are your best friend. You struggle to keep moisture in your hair. So low porosity, you struggle to get moisture in your hair. High porosity, you struggle to keep moisture in your hair. So conditioning, so deep conditioning is very important for you because it helps your hair to retain moisture. Sealing your moisture in with oils and butters, like our line is formulated with a lot of occlusives, which are oils and butters to help lock moisture into your hair. So that would be a great option for high porosity. So if you want to kind of gather your porosity together, it does matter. Because if your hair isn't hydrated, your hair doesn't grow. So if you know how your hair likes to be hydrated, then you know how to grow your hair, if that makes sense. Okay, so if you're low porosity, you want to grow your hair. If you're doing your hair and it's not staying hydrated, it's most likely because you can't get the moisture in. So using heat will get moisture in your hair, growth, okay? High porosity, your hair won't grow if your hair never is able to hold on to moisture, because if it doesn't hold on to moisture, it's dry, it will break off. So if you're high porosity, conditioning, so deep conditioning and locking in moisture are going to be your best friends. Very simple. That's it. All right? Cool. Okay, we only have 16 leave-in butters left. So we have 20 in total. We have 16 left available for 30% off. If you want to grab that, then go ahead. Yeah, we're almost halfway there. 40K likes, we will do a giveaway today. So if you want a free product, we will do a giveaway at 40K likes. We're going to try to do 2 giveaways. So everybody tap that screen if you would like to do that. So I said, do you only, so hydration creams are better than oils? No, it just depends. So here's the thing. The reason why our leave-in butter is so effective is because it is formulated both with, it has a very high water content, so it's going to hydrate your hair, but it's also formulated with those oils and butters to lock it in. We did it specifically in a way to where it's not heavy or greasy, so if you have low porosity, you'll also like this, because low porosity don't like heavy and greasy products. So that is why. Now, not all leave-ins or whatever do this. The reason why we call it a leave-in butter is because it is a thicker, richer version of a leave-in. Again, because a lot of leave-ins will add hydration, but they won't lock the moisture in. That's why your hair gets dry super quick. Let me kind of explain. Again, because my hair is 15 days old, and I have done nothing to it. It's still super hydrated and shiny, and that isn't by accident. That's because the products are designed to do that. So kind of to explain, let's talk about keep hair hydrated. For 15 days. Again, my hair is 15 days old. That's why we're going to talk about 15 days. And again, the leave-in butter does this. So I'm just explaining to you what the leave-in butter does. Again, because how many do we have left? Okay, we're running out of them. So if you want the leave-in butter at 30% off, we're running low on those. So I would go ahead and grab it. But this is how the leave-in butter works, okay? So again, my hair, I'm proof, so I'm not just telling you something out my butt. My hair is 15 days old, and this is how the product does it. So when you keep your hair hydrated, there are 2 steps that are necessary. So the first one, of course, is adding the hydration. Add hydration. So what is hydration? Hydration is water. The root word of hydration is hydro. Hydro means water. So yeah, the root word of hydration is hydro. Hydro means water. That's literally it. So adding water to your hair. So that's your leave-ins, your sprays, whatever. The leave-in butter, the first ingredient is water. The reason why I always say that's important is because ingredients are listed on the back of your products from what's the most to what's the least, right? So if the first ingredient is water, that means it has a very high water content and it's going to sufficiently hydrate your hair. So that's why the leave-in butter is super hydrating. But that's not just the key. Here's the thing. You spill water on your shirt, then your water is going to evaporate, right? That's what water is designed to do. Water is designed to leave your hair, escape your hair. It's supposed to evaporate. So it's important that in order to prevent water from evaporating, you need water in your hair to hydrate it, But in order to prevent it from leaving, you put something on top to block it. And that's where the second step comes in. This is how my hair, again, my hair is 15 days old. This is how it stays hydrated for 15 days because the leave-in butter will also simultaneously, at the same time, seal this moisture in. It seals it with what? Oils and butters, okay? Why? Because oils and butters are hydrophobic. That means they don't contain any water. So if I was using something to seal my hair and that contained too much water, if you mix it, it would mix with the water and leave. But oils and butters don't contain water, so they won't mix with the water and leave your hair. They will stay locked in place. And so when I use the leave-in butter, I think it's actually kind of a cool technology because we do it in a way that doesn't make, like, the product isn't heavy or greasy. It's thick and rich, but it's not heavy and greasy. And because I'm low porosity, that's great for me, but it's very sealing. So it doesn't just add water, it doesn't just add hydration, it ensures that it stays in your hair for longer than normal. And again, that's why my hair is 15 days old. My twist out is 15 days old, and it still looks hydrated and shiny. That's just how the technology is. So that's why I say, if you want longer hair, keep your hair hydrated because my hair is always hydrated basically. So that means it doesn't really have an opportunity to break. So retaining length is easy. So next year, my hair will be longer. And the year after that, my hair will be longer. It's like a guaranteed way to ensure that my hair grows because I just kept it hydrating. That's literally it. How can you hydrate? I haven't done, so I will hydrate my hair on wash days. So like I said, I washed my hair 15 days ago. I applied the leave-in butter 15 days ago. I have not put anything in my hair in 15 days. All I've done to my hair is put it up in a bun on top of my head and like go to sleep with it, with a scarf. We have a video posted today that is talking about how I like sleep with my hair. And then I just take it down and go on about my business. So I haven't done anything to my hair since I washed it. And so basically, by me not having to do anything because my hair stays hydrated, I don't manipulate my hair. So that's great. That reduces breakage. And also my hair staying hydrated, there's never a point in my hair journey where my hair is dry. So my hair really doesn't have an opportunity to break, which means that I'm just sitting here retaining length. Sitting here getting longer hair, all because I use the proper products. All right? So how many do we have left? Let me see. Okay, I'm going to add like 5 more. Because I see more people having it in their cart than we have available. So I'm gonna add 5 more, so we'll have 15 more. Okay, we have 20 people that have it in their carts right now, so I added 5. I added 5 more. So yeah, we'll just have to take it from a different sale later on. But we have 15 that are available. Now we have 13. Okay, so we have 13 now available. So if you want to grab it, like I said, this is the last live of the week. I will not be live tomorrow. I will not be live over the weekend. So this is your last opportunity to get some discounts if you want to buy the products. So first come, first serve, you guys, because once it's gone, it will be gone. It will not be available for that price anymore. All right? Can we get a link check? No. Why? Because I saw y'all while I was talking, arguing about my hair length in the thing. And no shade, but all shade. I find that people that argue about my hair length have shorter hair than me. So it comes from jealousy and insecurity. And my thing is, there's no reason to hate because I tell you everything I do. I don't gatekeep you anything. So if you think my hair isn't waist length, why don't you prove me wrong by doing what I say and growing hair longer than mine, and then we can talk. I've never had anybody that has super long hair argue with me about my hair length. It's always people that have shorter hair than mine. You know, I wasn't talking about you. I know I wasn't talking about you. You good. I wasn't talking about you, but I was just saying why I wasn't doing the link check. You good. We straight. But I'm just saying, think about that. Isn't that ironic? Like, I have never had anybody question my hair length that had longer hair than me or hair the same length. It's always people with shorter hair. So, and that's the thing. I don't understand that. Why be insecure and jealous about it? I'm not gatekeeping. I'm telling you exactly what I did. So, all you have to do is do what I tell you, and then your hair will be longer than mine. There you go. That's it. Very simple. That's it. Will the butter go on sale? It is on sale right now. So let's see how many we have available now. All right, we only have 8 left. We only have 8 left. So we just sold 7 in like the last 60 seconds. So we only have 8 left available for 30% off. If you would like it, go ahead. And here's my thing. Here's my tea, because now I'm getting a little bit frustrated. I put a lot of work and effort and energy into creating this series and doing all this because I want you to have longer hair. But I'm not gonna beg you to listen to me, right? I'm right. Let's just clarify that. I'm right. Everything I'm telling you is right. Everything I'm telling you will get you longer hair. There's no debate about that. So if you want to discredit me, cool. But guess what? My hair's still long. So I don't get that. If you want to stick to your own ways, that's cool. My hair will still be long. I will still be thriving. I'm doing my part. So if you want longer hair, all you got to do is tune in and listen. And you're good. You're great. If I can help you, I will. But I can bring a horse to water. I can't make it drink. So I don't know. If you really think I'm lying, prove me wrong. I've never had anybody that did what I said and their hair got shorter. So, hey, I can't do anything about that, you know? Let's see. Does the product work for low porosity? Yes, our products are low and high porosity friendly. Also, everything I said, I did a lot of research on this series. Like I said, I have 2 degrees. I have a degree in biology. To get that, I studied organic chemistry, molecular genetics, etc. A bunch of stuff. I was in medical school for a year. If y'all don't know my story, I was in medical school and I left to pursue my business full time because, you know, he said do that, I did that. And I also have a master's in psychology. So when I do my research for this series, I read scientific papers, I read scientific articles, I do research. So I don't just say this stuff because I just think it's fun or it sounds good or it's for like an effect or whatever. I've had people, you know, say, oh, she's just trying to say something polarizing to get a reaction. No, it's just that what I say is just not common natural hair knowledge. What I say goes against what people want to be said to sell products. I'm telling you that oils don't grow your hair. That literally will discourage somebody from buying our oil. It's fine. Plenty of other people buy the oil, right? As long as you're good, that's okay. Like, I'm gonna be straight. So you're good on my end, right? So again, all I can do is help you. Nothing I'm saying will harm you, and nothing I'm saying is false. If you think I'm false, prove me wrong by doing what I say, then make a video and call me out. Do what I say for 6 months, and then call me out. That's all I'm gonna say. All right. Let's see. All right, we can go. Let me see. All right. What can you do to get thicker hair? Hydration. What's your thoughts on grease? So, hair grease, let's talk about it. I actually have samples. So, hair grease is something that I feel like is fine if you want to lock in moisture. All right, guys, we only have 3 leave-in butters left. We have 3 leave-in butters left, you guys, at 30% off. So, we have 5 minutes. We have about 15 people that have it in their carts right now, so it'll be first come, first serve. We only have 3 left, so I would highly recommend going ahead and buying them. I might be able to add some more. I don't know. We'll see how it looks. But there we go. But hair grease, specifically Blue Magic, I don't think there's anything wrong with hair grease in the sense if you want to lock in moisture on your hair, on your actual hair strands. It's not my preference. I don't like hair grease, but it's not like bad in that sense. But greasing your scalp is something I wouldn't recommend. So unfortunately, you can't speed up growth, but you can slow it down simply by blocking the hair from getting out. So everybody has follicles. Follicles are like these little holes. I'm trying to find something. Follicles are like these little holes, and hair comes out of it, right? But if the follicle is blocked, hair won't be able to get pushed out, and so your hair is not going to grow out of your scalp. The reason why I don't recommend greasing your scalp or dousing your scalp in oil every single day, because number one, it doesn't make your hair grow faster. We already talked about that. But number two, hair grease has things like this in it. This is paraffin. Y'all see this? Right? Imagine this on your scalp. This is gonna block your follicles, right? That's not nice. I forgot what this is called. It's like linoleum, something like that. But do y'all see this as well? This is also like a super thick, y'all see that? These are the type of ingredients in hair grease. And while you can put these on your hair, these will definitely help to keep moisture in on your hair strands. On your scalp, they're not gonna be super beneficial. That's just my opinion. Well, it's my facts, but it's yes. I think it's lanolin. I lost the label, my bad. But yeah. When I put oil or grease on my scalp, it makes it worse as far as dryness. That's a great observation. You know why that happens? Because when your hair is dry, it needs hydration. So again, somebody asked me to explain this. So oils and butters and greases do not contain any water. The root word of hydration is hydro. Hydro means water. So your hair can't be hydrated if there is no water in it. So if your hair is dry, it needs hydration, right? You can't hydrate with something that doesn't have any water. So that's why it's important that you don't hydrate your hair with oils, butters, and greases, because they don't add moisture. You're just making dry hair look shiny. So when you put grease on your scalp because it's dry, it's still dry, it just has grease on top. So you're not actually fixing the product. So what I would recommend for your scalp, if your scalp is dry, take a little bit of water on your fingertips and apply it to your scalp, or some sort of like water-based serum, and apply it to your scalp first. Not enough to revert anything, just enough to, coat your scalp. And then go on top with a little bit of oil to help lock that in, because we talked about it. Water will evaporate, so after you add hydration, seal it in. That's how you can keep your scalp hydrated. But I do find that if you have healthy hair, you really don't have any scalp issues. I used to have really bad scalp issues when I wasn't taking care of my hair properly. I would always honestly say that your scalp should be secondary. Because I think a lot of people have scalp issues because they focus too much on their scalp. They're dousing their hair in oil, their scalp in oil every single day. Scalp massages, which can irritate the scalp if done too much. Not like you can do a scalp massage like once a week, but every day constantly trying to increase hair growth, which doesn't happen, can be very irritating. So if you leave your scalp alone, that's actually the best thing for it. All right. Okay. So the leave-in butter, it will never go back in a jar, and I'm going to explain why. I understand people were very skeptical about that change. I'm going to explain why. Number one, because y'all use too much of this product. This is an 8-ounce container, which is a perfect size. I'm not going to debate that. This is not a styler. This is a leave-in conditioner. It says it on the bag. It tells you exactly how to use this. This goes under your styler. This is not meant to be used alone. You do not need to use a lot of this. Also, we said so many times, this is not an everyday product. If your products work, you should not be using them every day. Again, my hair is 15 days old. I only use these products on day one when I wash my hair. I have not put any products or anything in my hair since day one. Because if they work, they'll keep your hair hydrated to where you won't need to constantly be doing your hair. We have people using this daily because they thought it would be more effective. It won't. You're just wasting product. So by using it in a tube, it helps to prevent you from overusing it. And so when you don't overuse it, it lasts longer and you actually save money. So that's why it's in a tube. Also, it looks cute. But that was the main reason. Alright, so that's why it's not in a container anymore. But like stylers and things like that, things you use more of, understand is more convenient to scoop. That's why our mask is in a jar, because with a hair mask, you need to scoop it and put it on your hair. So it makes sense to put that in a tube. So that's why this is in a container. And if you have like gels or creams or twisting creams or things like that, yeah, those need to be in jars. So every single packaging is intentional. Like for example, our shampoo, right? Most natural hair girlies aren't using near as much shampoo as they would a gel. So it doesn't make sense to have the shampoo in a jar where you're trying to scoop. It's actually pretty inconvenient when you're trying to wash your hair to scoop it out and put it on your, so that's not really it. So every single packaging change was intentional. So that's kind of why. All right. Okay, let's go ahead and get another flash sale going. What product you guys want for a flash sale? You guys really liked our mask yesterday. We could do that. Also, our Soothe and Strengthen Oil Blend, if you guys want that. Y'all know that is from our previous, before we rebranded to She's Made. We had this oil. It's the same formula as our 2-ounce, but it is just 8 ounces. It smells different. We're fragrance free, but with the essential oils we use to create a scent are not in this for the rest of the products. So we can do this one as well. Did you change the scent? So again, we're not fragrance free. I'm sorry, we are fragrance free, but we don't use, so to create a scent, we use essential oils. So the essential oils that we used, actually we didn't really have a scent before. We just had the formulas, and then kind of whatever it smelled like is what it smelled like. But we intentionally had 3 to 4 essential oils. No, I lied. We did. We had 3 to 4 essential oils that we used to make it smell a certain way. They're not used for the efficiency of the formula. They have no effect whatsoever. Like if we took the essential oils out, the formula would still work the same. So they're just for the scent. So yeah. All right, what do you guys want for a flash sale? You know what? Let's go ahead and do our Soothe and Strengthen Oil. And like I said, 40K likes and we will do a giveaway. So if y'all want a giveaway, I'm gonna need y'all to tap that screen. All right, so this Soothe and Strengthen Oil, same formula. Actually, you know what? We're gonna do a giveaway. We'll do the mask because we're gonna do a giveaway for the Soothe and Strengthen Oil. So we'll just, oh yeah, all right, we'll do the mask. I'll talk about the mask. Let me just set up the sale really quick. All right, I'm gonna give you guys 25% off. We don't have a lot of these available because we don't do the mask that often for a flash sale. But I think we have 22. Yeah, we have 22 available for a flash sale today. So we will do 25% off on the mask. But we only have 22 that are available. So if you want to grab it, these sold a lot yesterday because we don't ever really do the mask. So yeah. All right, so let me set that up for you guys real quick. I'm only gonna do like 10 minutes just because yeah. So I'm only gonna give you guys 10 minutes for this one, but it is 25% off. We only have 22 available. So okay, now we have 21. Somebody just bought it while the second that it went live. But the mask. So the mask I like to say is the mask I like to say is a leave-in butter, just in a different font. So that's basically what I want to say. The mask is like a leave-in butter, but just in a different font. So the leave-in butter is designed to keep your hair hydrated for 15 days because it adds hydration and locks the moisture in. The mask does the same thing, except for the mask is something that you rinse out. So the mask is a very thick, rich formula that's designed to add a lot of hydration to your hair. But here's the kicker. If you have low porosity hair, I would highly, 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 highly recommend using it with heat. On the back, the directions do say on the mask to add leave-in hair for at least 30 minutes, then rinse. Tip, use with heat to increase moisture retention. So this is going to be very important for the low porosity girlies. And we also say to pair it with our essential hair oil. I always have been pairing my deep conditioners with oil. Like that has always been a thing that I have always done. I will always stand by that. I don't care what deep conditioner you use, add oil to it. It makes a world of a difference. Okay, and again, the reason why my hair can stay hydrated for 15 plus days is because the products that I use keep my hair hydrated and the method. How you know your porosity? Very simple. If you spray your hair with water and it sits on top, like you can literally see it sitting on top, then you have low porosity. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, you most likely have high porosity. If that doesn't happen to you, you most likely have high porosity. Can we please have the jar back as an option for the leave-in? It was easier for styling. We are not, and your comment literally explains why we went to the tube. So let me just explain it because I get it. So this isn't a styler. So it shouldn't be easy for styling because it's not a styler. This is a leave-in conditioner. We call it a leave-in butter because it's thicker and richer and it's catered more for tighter textures. So the formula is a little bit different than your other leave-ins. So it's going to add hydration and lock it in. So you should not be using a ton of this. I'm on my second jar. Or not jar, I'm on my second tube in like a year because you only use enough to softly coat your hair. This is just for moisture. I understand if this was like a twisting cream or something like that, but this is just for leave-ins. All the leave-ins that you see on the market are in bottles or tubes. Why? Because you don't use a lot. Think about the As I Am leave-in, the Curls leave-in, Patterns leave-in. They're all in bottles or jars. You don't see leave-ins they're all in bottles or tubes. You don't see them in jars because you don't use a lot. Jars are for products that you need to scoop out. So that's why our deep hydration mask, again, 30% off. Okay, we only have 17 left, you guys, but it's 25% off. We only have 17 left of them, but this is for scooping out and putting on your hair, so that's why. And so actually that kind of helps you out because the tube helps you to not overuse it, so it lasts longer, so you save your money. Some people think that this is supposed to be used every single day. It's not. Some people think that it's supposed to be used as a styler. It's not. Some people think that if they use it more often, it will be more effective. It's not. What products make your hair so shiny? The leave-in butter. Actually, like I said, hydration makes your hair shiny. So when I do my hair, Refresh shampoo, hydrating and clarifying, deep hydration mask is the same. These two are the same, just different fonts. This one you leave in, this one you rinse out. So I use both of these in my wash day routine, and then I follow up. I use the oil. Somebody said, can you see my comments? I mean, let me see. Y'all, the chat, I know the chat looks one way for y'all, but it like goes like this for me. So if I miss something, it's honestly accidental, but I'm going to look it up right now. What are your thoughts on washing weekly and air drying? So that's a great question. Yeah, I didn't purposely miss it. It's just, it just goes by. So if you want to wash weekly, awesome. If you want to wash monthly, awesome. I will always say, because I get asked all the time, what is the best frequency of a wash day for growth, whatever you want. It's always gonna matter more what you do during your wash day than how often you wash your hair. When I'm protective style, I usually don't wash my hair that often, like once every 4 to 6 weeks. When I wear my hair out like this, it's usually every 2 to 3 weeks. So it just depends on how I'm wearing my hair personally, but I grow my hair either way. It's just what I feel like at the moment. So as long as you make sure that when you're washing your hair, you're doing a great wash day routine that promotes hydration and reduces breakage, doesn't matter. As far as air drying, do whatever you want. Now, I personally find that when it comes to air drying, I have low porosity hair. It takes days for my hair to dry. So when I did my twist out, it took days for my hair to dry. If I didn't sit under the dryer, it would have taken like 3 days for my hair to dry. So I don't air dry for that reason. Also with washing goes, the faster that I can get my hair dry, the more definition and more hold I get because it locks in place faster because it dries. So I just don't like to air dry. It just takes forever. But if you want to air dry, that's fine as well. There's just, it's your personal preference. But I don't air dry. It's just, my hair would take forever to dry, and because I film, I really don't have like 48 hours to like not finish a video, if that makes sense. So I do what I have to. Yes, this is a twist that. How do you use the mask? So when you wash your hair, right? You all right, guys, we only have 10 left, so we just told 7 in like the last 3 minutes. We only have 10 left of the deep hydration mask for 25% off. Yeah, dang. Okay, we only have 10 left, you guys. So for the mask, you add it to your hair so after you cleanse, you add it to your hair, and then you let it sit for what does it say on here? It says for at least 30 minutes. Then you rinse it out. This is going to add a ton of hydration to your hair, make your hair easier to work with, help your hair to last longer as far as staying hydrated, reduce how fast it gets dry, etc. The leave-in butter and the mask are the same product in a different font. This one you rinse out, this one you leave in. That's why they're a great combo when you use them both together in your wash day routine. But also, I would recommend if you have low porosity hair or just in general to add heat to this. So you can add heat by just putting on a Walmart bag, because your scalp is producing heat. So the Walmart bag will trap the heat so that it heats up, if that makes sense. All right. Okay, you guys, we are almost out of the mask. How many do we have left? We only have 5 left, you guys, of the deep hydration mask. I would say this is our second most popular like individual product that people buy. So I guess again, because it's the leave-in butter, but it's in a different format. Fine versus thick hair, doesn't matter. If you have high porosity, low porosity, thick, thin, coarse, fine, whatever you have, the line is for you. If you have a tighter hair texture, it will work for like 3B3C, but when we go into the lab and we formulate, we say, hey, this needs to work on hair like mine. And so that's the priority, because the natural hair industry does the opposite. They don't focus on you. They focus on everything else. It's okay if I use a leave-in conditioner. What should I use with it? If you're talking about the hair butter is your leave-in, so it's not going to be necessary to use your own leave-in conditioner. You can if you want to, but it won't be necessary. All right, guys, we have 2 deep hydration masks left for 25% off. We will not be doing another flash sale on the deep hydration mask, probably for another week. We just don't do that one that often. So if you want it for 25% off, we only have 2 left. We have 10 people that have in their cart, so I guess it's first come, first serve. Yeah. The mask is not a leave-in. The mask is a deep conditioner. So it's a deep conditioner. The leave-in butter is going to be your leave-in. They're the same product, just different fonts. The deep conditioner, you rinse out. The leave-in butter, you leave in. What do you recommend for bleached hair? So for bleached hair, whenever you dye your hair with bleach, it makes it drier. So hydration is always going to be a huge deal. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but the reason why I'm scared to dye my hair is because I've never seen anybody dye their hair in long term. Their hair has still been able to grow long. They end up having like a mini big chop where they cut the color off. So that's why I don't want to do it. I'd rather keep my length, right? It's like their hair will be good for a year or 2, but then it gets to the point where like, okay, my ends, the color is just awful, it's damaged, all that, and they just chop their hair off. So I'm not gonna dye my hair because I'm scared, but maybe everybody's hair is different. But I've never seen somebody with super long healthy hair that's dyed. They'll have super long healthy hair, they'll dye their hair, and after a year or 2 they end up just doing a chop because the color just damages their hair. So I don't know. All right, guys, we have one more mask left at 25% off. So I guess the 5 people who have it in their cart, I guess y'all gonna be duking it out because It's first come, first serve. So we're almost out. So we're gonna see if we can get it first, or I guess somebody can add it to their cart and check out before the people that have it in their cart. I believe wholeheartedly this brand will switch up on our hair. What do you mean by that? I don't think I'm gonna do that, but what do you mean by switching up? Because I know people say different things. Like for example, like selling out or something to like, you know, not being black owned. But I think that's probably what you mean. But how do you comb your hair? I only detangle my hair on wash days, so it's been 15 days since I put any sort of tool on my hair, if that makes sense. Someone said I have a big chop and I dyed it and my curls are still defined. That's good for you. That's exciting. I don't know. I'm just personally scared about coloring my hair, but I mean, if it works for you, that's cool. I'm glad that it works for you. All right. I use a smoothie treatment. My stylist recommended, said it wasn't chemical. I think I've had one of those before. I don't know if it is chemical or not. Is moisture the most important thing for healthy hair growth? Yes. If your hair is not hydrated, it will not grow. Repeat. If your hair is not hydrated, it will not grow. So if you're trying to grow so if anything you're doing to your hair is not, the goal isn't to keep it hydrated, your hair won't grow. So that's that. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and give you guys another flash sale. Let me just check my stuff up here to make sure that I'm straight. All right, we're gonna go ahead and do the leave-in butter. Somebody asked me to put it back on a flash sale. I got y'all. We're gonna go ahead and do that for, dang, do I want to do it? I'll do it. 35% off. We're gonna go ahead and do it for 35% off. Again, this is our last live of the week, so if you want the leave-in butter, this will be your opportunity to grab it before the weekend. How many do I have for this? I have 30. I have 30 for this. So hopefully we won't sell out, but I have 30 available for 35% off. So let me just do that. All right, cool. Let me pin it for you guys. Give me 1 second. All right, so I only have 30 available for 35% off for the leave-in butter. So first come, first serve. And once we get to 40K likes, we'll do a giveaway. So if you guys want a giveaway, then tap the screen. We're almost there. So 40K likes, we will do a giveaway. 40K likes, we will do a giveaway. When you do braids, do you use your leave-in butter instead of jam? No, so the leave-in butter is it's not a styler. It's literally just there for moisture. It's there to ensure that your hair stays hydrated. So when I go get braids, I have the leave-in butter in my hair, and then they put the braiding gel or whatever on top of it, and then they do my hair. So the leave-in butter is meant for the feel of your hair, not the look of your hair. So like if I'm doing a wash and go, I'm not just gonna use the leave-in butter. I'm gonna use the leave-in butter to ensure my hair stays hydrated. I'm gonna use the gel so that my hair gets defined, right? We don't have any stylers at the moment. We're working on it, but we don't have any stylers. So we can get you like halfway to your full routine. Is the old oil staying now? No. Once it's gone, it will be gone. So if you want to grab it, we are almost sold out of our Soothing Strengthen Oil Blend. Once it's gone, it's not coming back because it was before the rebrand. So, because we used to have a different name. Alright, so let's talk about the leave-in butter again, just for people that join. Because a lot of people don't believe me when I say my hair is 15 days old, but if you've been in here a couple of times over the past 2 weeks, you know that I've been here since day one. Like my hair I have not, and again, I'm not lying, I haven't done anything to my hair in 15 days. So I'm gonna tell y'all what I did. I washed my hair 15 days ago. So not last Wednesday, but the Wednesday before I washed my hair. And I did my twist out. I took my twist out of the twist on Thursday. So that was day one. So not last Thursday, but the Thursday before was day one. Every single night, what I have done is taken a silk scrunchie, put my hair up in like a ponytail or a bun at the top of my head, put on my scarf and my bonnet, went to sleep. Woke up, kept my hair in that bun or ponytail. When it worked out, came back, took a shower, took my hair out of that bun or whatever, shook my hair out, and there we go. That's all I've done for the past 15 days. The only extra thing that I did was 2 days ago, I said, you know what? I'm tired of my middle part. I'm going to do a side part. that's it. And if y'all want to see what my hair look like on day one and stuff, go to our YouTube channel because we post the highlights of Hair Growth 101. So you'll see my hair. Like when I was wearing that red shirt, that was my hair on day one. So we're on day 15 and my hair still looks amazing. So that's not by fluke. This was intentional. Yeah, we'll do the bundle next, you guys. So the leave-in butter, the reason why it works to keep your hair hydrated for 15 days, or for me 15 days, is because first of all, it adds hydration. That's what most leave-ins do. The first ingredient is water. That's how you know it has a sufficient water content. If your hair is dry, your hair is breaking. If your hair is breaking, your hair is short. So if you don't want short hair, the solution has to be hydration. So that's why it adds hydration. But the issue with hydration is, what is hydration? Hydration is basically water. Water evaporates. You spill it on your shirt, it leaves. You spill it on the ground, it's gone, right? Water evaporates. Same thing with your hair. So adding hydration is awesome, but it's pointless if you don't put anything to lock it in. Water escapes, it evaporates. Hydration leaves your hair. So it's important that you pass something on top of that water that will slow down that process so that it takes longer for the water to escape, which means it takes longer for your hair to get dry. That's why on day 15, my hair is starting to get dry because I mean it's old, but I'm gonna wash it tomorrow. So we're gonna repeat, it's gonna be day one hydrated. So there's never really any opportunity for my hair to get dry, which means because it's staying hydrated. So there's never any opportunity for me to get breakage, which means there's never any opportunity for my hair to break, which means I'm just sitting here passively retaining length. I'm not doing anything special. Next year, by doing the same exact thing, my hair will be longer. The year after that, my hair will be longer, and et cetera, and et cetera, and et cetera. There you go. So that's it. So that's why people like the leave-in butter, because all it's doing, it's not nothing special. It just has a high enough hydration content for tighter texture to actually add enough hydration to give your hair hydration, and then it locks it in. So that way when you do your hair will stay hydrated for longer than like 2 days. That's all it does. And that's why it's so popular. And like I said, I have been using this for almost 7 years. We used to be a DIY brand. That's kind of how my platform started. You know, some people will, say, oh, you're scamming because I'm an influencer. I guess you could say, I don't even know at this point. And they're like, oh, you just came out with stuff just because. I started my business the same time I started social media because people asked me to. Because I was doing DIY recipes. And people were like, we don't want to make this, sell it. So I started selling them and I was making them myself. And then it got to the point where we would always be sold out because I could never make enough to keep up with the demand. And that's when I moved into, basically saying, hey, went to a manufacturer and said, hey, here's my formulas, make them for me, make sure they're FDA regulated and like they have stable shelf life, etc. And then make them like thousands at a time so I can now sell more of them. And that's basically what happened. So that's how we've been just moving forward at this point. All right. So after washing and conditioning, is that when you use the leave-in butter? Yeah, so my basic wash day routine, it will vary sometimes. So like, I'll tell you what I'm going to do tomorrow because I'm washing my hair tomorrow. So tomorrow, I have a steamer. I have the pattern steamer. If you like to steam your hair, I would recommend. So I steam my hair. I'm going to use the deep hydration mask to detangle. And so every single section, I'm going to add the deep hydration mask. And then I'm going to steam my hair with it, add heat, because you're supposed to add heat with this to help your hair absorb it. And I'm going to detangle my hair with it, because that's enough slip detangle, twist it up, and do that all over my head. Then I'm going to sit under the dryer and just, with the deep conditioner in, just basically deep condition. I'm going to deep condition first. Then rinse it out, and I'm going to cleanse my hair with the Refresh shampoo. Now, sometimes I'll cleanse first, and then I'll deep condition and detangle second. But this time I'm just going to do it first. And so I'll cleanse my hair, then after that, I will apply my leave-in butter to each section, and then I will go in with my gel to do a wash and go. That's it. That's the entire routine. So I'm going to apply my leave-in butter. Y'all are going to see on Monday, my hair is going to be different. It's going to be in a wash and go. And you're going to see over the next week or two how long my wash and goes last. So y'all have seen how long my twist outs last. So everything I'm telling y'all, I do. It's been 15 days. Y'all have seen me. If you've been here even 2 or 3 times in the past 2 weeks, you've seen my hair on every day. If you want to see what my hair looked like on day 1, go check out our YouTube channel, our YouTube shorts. When I'm in that red shirt, that's day 1. Okay. So I've had my hair out and about for over 2 weeks, and my hair is thriving and flourishing. And if I wanted to wear my hair out 24/7, that's all I would do. I would just do it on repeat. And again, mind you, I've done nothing to my hair in the past 2 weeks. There's been no touch-ups. There's been no twisting every night. It takes me 5 seconds to put my hair up and go to sleep. It takes me 5 seconds to put my hair down, shake it out, and go on about my day. So there's been no actual hair care in between my wash days because on wash days, I'm locked in. And so basically I've set up a system to where my hair stays hydrated. When it's hydrated, it doesn't break. When it doesn't break, it grows. So I'm just sitting here basically passively retaining length each and every year because my hair is taken care of. That's it. And that's what I teach you. I just teach you a routine that keeps your hair hydrated. That's all that it is. Next week, we're going to be talking about wash day mistakes that you're doing that are keeping your hair short, because a lot of people don't know how to have a proper wash day routine. So that's going to help you out a lot. There are a few key essential steps that you need in your wash day routine in order to make sure your hair stays hydrated and your wash days aren't a waste of time. I feel like the worst thing ever is when you do y'all know how long wash days take, right? So you do all this work to do a wash day, and then 2 days later your hair is dry, you got to redo your hair. That should not be happening. So it shouldn't happen if you do a few key steps. Again, that's why I washed my hair again 15 days ago. I've done nothing to my hair for 15 days except for put it up and put it down every night. That's it. Why? Because I know I do a proper wash day with hydrating products that keeps my hair hydrated. All right, guys, so how many do we have? All right, we have 16 leave-in butters left. 16 left. We have 30 people that have it in their carts, though, so I don't know what that's going to do. We only have 16 leave-in butters left for 35% off. I think this will be our last flash sale for the leave-in butter, so if you want to grab it, I would go ahead. And again, we're doing more Q&A style today. I will draw or write anything y'all want on this board. Do you mix with water daily? No. So again, I'm telling y'all, I have done nothing to my hair in 15 days because I use the leave-in butter, and because it's designed to add hydration and lock it in, my hair doesn't need anything to be done with it. So you're asking me if I mix my hair with water daily because you're assuming that I have to do something to my hair every single day to keep it hydrated. I don't, though. Once I do my wash days, I don't have to do anything to upkeep my hair until I wash my hair again. That's the beauty of having products and a routine that keeps your hair hydrated. I don't refresh my hair at the end of the week. I don't spray anything on it on the daily. I haven't even done my edges the whole time. I don't like to do my edges. I'm not an edges person. All I've done is took my twist out and I've just been chilling every single day. Or, like I said, 2 days ago, I changed from a middle part to a side part. So if you want to count that, that's really the only thing I've done to my hair. And like I said, I worked out 11 times since I've had this twist out. I work out 4 days a week. This week I only worked out 3. I gave myself MLK day off. But I work out 4 days a week. And I'm doing like cardio. I'm doing like solid core type stuff. Like I am sweating actively, and yet it's fine. So, no, you're good. I totally get why you would think I would have to spray my hair. Because most people have to do something to their hair several times. But that's just because they're not keeping their hair hydrated properly. On your wash days, if you can lock in your wash day routine with a good hydrating routine with hydrating products, you won't need to do anything to your hair. Again, y'all going to see me next week with my wash and go because I'm going to wash my hair tomorrow. Y'all going to see my wash and go as it progresses. You're going to see it's going to look the same as my twist out. Wash and goes don't last as long for me as twist outs. I probably can do it. For me, wash and goes need to go in a bun probably on day 8 or 9, but still the same. My wash and goes will last me a week. So you'll probably see me wear it for a week and then put my hair in a bun or something for a week. But principle still the same. I have low porosity, but the products are for low and high porosity. So low porosity in the sense that they're not heavy or greasy formulas because those don't work well for low porosity. High porosity in the sense that these are formulated with ingredients that help to really lock moisture into the hair, which high porosity girlies need. For someone who needs to lock in moisture, do you suggest weekly? No. So here's the thing. The leave-in butter is designed to lock in moisture. So the more that you continue to use it, the less often you'll have to use it. And what I mean by that is, let's just say you use it once, right? Let's say without it, your hair stays hydrated for maybe 2 days. So you use it once, your hair maybe stays hydrated for 4 days, right? You use it again, hair might stay hydrated for 4 or 5 days. And after weeks and months of using it, you'll go from being someone that has to hydrate their hair 2 days a week to having to hydrate their hair once every 2 weeks, right? So your hair learns to lock in moisture. Your hair learns to seal in moisture as time progresses. When I first started using the leave-in butter, my hair would stay hydrated for, I don't know, maybe like 4 or 5 days. I've gone 2 months without hydrating my hair before. I had braids in. With protective styles, I can go longer because your hair is tucked away. So my hair is hydrated, then it gets tucked away in a braid, and then it's not exposed to the air, so it doesn't get dry as fast. So that helps me out as well. But when I wear my hair out, with twist outs, I wash my hair every 2 to 3 weeks. with twist outs, wash my hair every like 10 to 14 days. I mean, well, yeah, 10 to 14 days. Why? Because there's no reason to do it any sooner. That's the secret sauce. All I've done is keep my hair hydrated. And the leave-in butter, all it does is design, it has a technology that adds hydration and locks it in. This is the key part. Number 2 is the key part. A lot of people aren't doing number 2, and that's why their hair is getting dry quickly. I'm not saying you're not hydrating. Most people are. You're not locking it in. Or whatever you're using is not sufficient enough to lock it in. That's all it is. So routine, wash, oil, butter. Okay, again, I'm just going to tell y'all what I'm going to do tomorrow. This is my routine. And this is the only time I touch my hair until I wash it again. So, hold on, let me see how many we have left. All right, we only have 9 leave-in butters left for 35% off. So if you want it, we only have 9 left available today. So at 35% off. And we have about 15 people that have in their cart right now. So I hope y'all, come first serve. All right, but my routine for tomorrow, I'm gonna do it opposite because I just switch it up sometimes so I get bored. I'm gonna take the deep hydration mask. I'm gonna deep condition first and detangle with this. And then I'm gonna cleanse my hair. Sometimes I cleanse first, sometimes I don't, no matter. I cleanse. And then after that, I'm gonna apply the leave-in butter to my hair in sections and apply my gel because I'm doing a wash and go. And that's it. And I will not have to touch my hair again until I wash it. The only thing I might do with wash and goes, like I said, my wash and goes, my hair will stay hydrated for like 2 or 3 weeks, but wash and goes, the definition goes away faster than twist outs. So when my definition for my wash and go goes away after like 8 or 9 days, I usually transition to like a high puff, a bun, or something like that. But I don't need to wash my hair again because my hair isn't dry. It just gets undefined faster in a wash and go than a twist out. So what was your routine for the twist out? The same thing that I'm doing tomorrow, except for instead of adding gel, I add a styler and do a twist out. You have a rinse out conditioner, so your deep hydration mask will be that rinse out conditioner. I'm lazy, so when I make products that can serve multiple purposes, so you don't have like 20 different products in your wash day routine. So like a refresh shampoo will clarify and also hydrate your hair, so it's a clarifying and hydrating shampoo. The deep hydration mask, like I'm gonna detangle with that, and I'm also going to leave it in my hair as my deep conditioner. And then the leave-in butter, like I said, it does both of these at once. And that's why, again, we're having a twist out. And we're 15 days into the twist out. And y'all been seeing my hair for the past 2 weeks. And I've done nothing to touch up or anything. Y'all see this? You can still clearly see each little twist of definition. Y'all see all that. Let me get the white paper. But do y'all see all of that? You can still see each twist. Like, do you see this twist? This is, oh dang, that's really good. Y'all see this twist? 2 weeks old. Where is the frizz? Do y'all see any frizz there? There's none. That's because my hair stays hydrated. When your hair stays hydrated, your styles last 20 bajillion times longer. That's it. That's why the leave-in butter for me is going to be a non-negotiable each and every time. It's going to ensure that I have hydration. Somebody asked me you made this. Yeah. So the history of our business, I started out doing this part-time. I was in medical school, so my first year, and I just was like, okay, extra cash sort of thing, never planned on making it a full career. I started social media for funsies in 2021. I didn't expect it to go viral. The leave-in butter was my first viral video. It got 4.5 million views, and I used to make this DIY, right? And so then I started sharing DIY recipes, sharing how I grew my hair for like a year or so. Eventually, God was like, okay, you're going to leave med school and do this full time. So I started doing that. But the reason why my business started was because people just kept saying, we don't want to make these, we want you to sell these. And so I did. And so I started making all the products and selling them. But it got to the point where we would sell out all the time. So I just simply could not make enough products to keep up with people ordering. And so that's when I moved into manufacturing. I basically said, hey, take my formula, make it in larger quantities so I can sell multiple at once, make sure it's stable, FDA regulated, all that good stuff, and then that's just it. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Is low porosity shampoo worth the buy? So, one thing I will caution you about is when you are shopping for products, your porosity should not factor in at all. Because your porosity determines what you do to your hair, not what you use on your hair. So, for example, deep conditioning, right? A high or low porosity girly can use this. The difference is low porosity. I would strongly recommend you use heat with this. Why? Because using heat helps your hair to absorb deep conditioners better because you struggle to get moisture in your hair. So heat will help to soften your hair and open it up and allow you to absorb the product. So both can use the product. The difference is in how you use the product. That's just it. With the leave-in butter, right? High and low porosity girlies can use this. I would just say if you have low porosity, spray your hair with some warm, damp water first, or even just damp hair, and then go on top of it. It will always work better with that. Not because of the product, just because of what you do. So that's kind of how we'll go about with your products, if that makes sense. Do you do flash sales on the shampoo? We do sometimes. We are currently don't have any available today for flash sales. We might do some next week if you want to tap in. All right, we have 40K likes, so let's go ahead and do our giveaway. So if you guys want a free product, there will be a bag that is up here. We are almost out of leave-in butters, you guys. So if you want to grab it for 35% off, go ahead. Yeah, we're almost gone. More people have it in their cart than they're available. So please, if you have it in your cart and you want to grab it, check out. Because if you check out and it says that you won't be able to get it at that price, that's because somebody beat you to it. All right? Let me make sure. Okay. So, yeah. All right, so this is the giveaway. 10 minutes on our giveaway for today. We're gonna give away our essential hair oil, ding, 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 for free. So if you want the essential hair oil, it will be up there. Tap the bag and then follow what it says. Please make sure you tap this bag so you get entered into it. If you don't, it won't enter you at all. So yeah, for porosity again, simple test. Water sits on hair if you have low porosity. So if you spray your hair with water, you can literally see like the beads of water just sitting on your hair. If it doesn't do that, that's high porosity. So very easy distinction. Alrighty, 60 seconds left on the leave-in butter, you guys. So if you want to grab it, I'm gonna grab it. It's 35% off. I think that will be the last flash sale for the leave-in butter today. So you will not be able to get it. You'll have to pay full price if you get it after the next 40 seconds. All right. Cool. Yeah, we have a ton of people that have it in their cart, so I don't know. Y'all just gonna have to duke it out because I don't know how many are left at this point. How often should you wash your hair? How often you want? How often I wash my hair depends on how I wear my hair. So if I'm wearing my hair out, every 2 to 3 weeks, just depending. If I'm wearing my hair in protective styles, every 4 to 6 weeks, depending. Just because that's just how I do it. But for me, regardless of when I wash my hair, how I wash my hair is always prioritized. How you wash your hair will always matter more than how often you do it. So you're not gonna grow hair washing it once a week versus once a month, right? You grow hair by making sure you have a good washing routine whenever you wash it, once a week or once a month. Some people can't wash their hair more than once a week some people can't wash their hair every single week. Some people need to because their scalp just can't handle it. Everybody's different. That's why there's no right or wrong frequency of washing your hair. How you do your washing routine always matters more, okay? All right, so let's see what we're going to do here. All right, since this is our last live of the week, I am going to give y'all a quick flash sale on our other oil because I did see somebody in the comment asking. So before I do the flash sale, just to give context, this is our 8-ounce Soothing Strengthen oil blend. It is the same formulation as our 2-ounce oil blend except for it has a different smell. So the essential oils that we put in here to create this fragrance is not in this one, but this is 4 times the size. So this is 8 ounces, this is 2 ounces, but I'm going to give you guys 40% off on this oil, so it will be $5 cheaper. All right, it will be $5 cheaper than our 2 ounce. 4 times the size, $5 cheaper. I'm only gonna give y'all like 6 minutes though. So after that, honestly, I probably might even just give y'all 5 minutes, like, cause it's such a big sale. And also, once these are gone, they will not be coming back because this is from our before we rebranded, so we're not making these anymore. So just so y'all have that full context. All right, so let me go ahead and set that up for you guys. I said 40% off, so I got y'all. So again, it is 8 ounces. It is going to be like $5 cheaper than our 2 ounce. So you get 4 times the product for like $5 cheaper. And I'm gonna give you guys 5 minutes though. That's all I got. And we are very limited on these because we're almost sold out of them. So I only have 20 of these available today for you guys. So if you want them, I would grab them up. And people tend to buy multiple of these at one time, so also just keep that in mind as well. All right, I'm gonna give y'all 5 minutes on this. Again, 40% off, so that will start in about 5 seconds. 40% off, you guys. 40% off, only for 5 minutes. And I only have 20. Yeah, I only have 20 available. So if you want to grab that, please go ahead and grab that, because I do not have a lot of those today. Okay, we have 19 now available. Somebody just bought one. All right, cool. So let me see. And again, this is Q&A. Are you live every Thursday? We're live Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So today's our last day from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. We do hair growth 101. So this week we talked about mistakes that stop hair growth. Next week we'll be talking about wash day mistakes that are keeping your hair short. A lot of people have sucky wash day routines, which plays a huge part into why they don't have longer hair. Your wash day routine should always prioritize hydration. And it doesn't. A lot of people just don't wash their hair correctly. So yeah. All right, so we only have 15 left. We just had 5 people buy the oil. We only have 15 left today, guys. 15 left for the oil blend. It's 40% off. Again, this is 8 ounces. This is 2 ounces. So this is 4 times the size of this, but you're getting this for like $5 cheaper than this. So we only have 15 left of these, and y'all only have about 3.5 minutes. Okay, now we only have 13 left. So, and again, our giveaway is active, so if you want to enter our giveaway, you can click that bag right there to get a free product. Click the bag right there if you want a free product. Period. This isn't a hair growth question, but what oils do you recommend for a very dry, sensitive scalp? So if your scalp is dry and sensitive, oils are not going to be the answer to that. Dryness isn't fixed by oil. Dryness is fixed by hydration, right? Oils don't contain water, so they cannot hydrate your hair. So putting oil on a dry scalp is just putting oil on a scalp that's still going to be dry. So I would definitely recommend speaking to a dermatologist. I'd recommend having a better cleansing routine. You can get some maybe water-based serums for your scalp that will work better. But dryness isn't fixed by oil, because oil doesn't have any water in it. Oil locks in moisture, it doesn't add moisture. Do they both have the same ingredients? So the only difference is that the essential oils we use to create the fragrance in this, because we're fragrance free, we use essential oils to create a scent, are not in this one. So it's like the last few oils are different, but they didn't have any play any part in the effectiveness of the oil, if that makes sense. So yeah. What are the mistakes? I'm on a journey of trying to take care of my natural hair. So these are the mistakes that we talked about this week. We can talk about these for the last few minutes, if you guys would like that. All right. I see they talking about my hair length on YouTube. Lord, why do y'all care about how long my hair is? It's okay. If I have no haters, I'm doing something wrong. Again, just the idea to put out there. I just want to say, no shade, I have never had people argue about my hair length that have hair the same length as mine or longer. They just don't do that. That comes from insecurity, which I don't get, because I give you everything you need to have hair just as long as mine. But if you want to stay in that attitude, awesome. But hey, I don't know what to say. I just think that's very weird. Yeah, we have a YouTube channel. She's Made by Brittany is YouTube. She's Made by Brittany is all of our social medias. They fighting in the YouTube comments. We're on live on YouTube right now. I haven't checked the comments in a minute, but they fighting on the yeah. So if you want to get any sale or discounts on YouTube, you have to go to our TikTok live, because unfortunately YouTube doesn't have the same features as TikTok Shop. All right, 60 seconds left on our oil. We only have 3 left. 3 left at 40% off. Again, you're getting 4 times the product for like $5 cheaper than our 2 ounce. So you're getting 8 ounces of product instead of 2. It is $5 cheaper than our. Okay, we only have 2 left. 2 left. We have 5 people that have it in their carts right now. So first come, first serve. Only got 2 left, and we have 30. All right, only got 1 more left, you guys. 1 more left, and we have 30 seconds left. So first come, first serve. I don't know what to tell y'all. First come, first serve. Somebody asked me, you said you would do the bundle really quick. You know what? I can give y'all the bundle one more time. Let's see. I can give y'all 30% off the bundle. That will be the last flash sale. Last flash sale, 30% off the bundle. I do not have that many for the bundle, but I can do a few, all right? I can do that for y'all. Let me see. All right. Again, this is our last live of the week, so there will be no more sales. So I'll give you guys a quick 6-minute flash sale, and our giveaway on TikTok is up here. Please enter that so you can get a free product to start your weekend. That'd be awesome. And also, if anybody heard of the ice storm or whatever that's gonna happen in the thing. Apparently for us it's Saturday and Sunday night, so I don't know if my church is gonna be canceled. All right, well, I'm gonna give y'all 30% off on the bundle. I only got a few left of these, you guys. So if you want it, you can go ahead and grab that. I'm only gonna give y'all 6 minutes though, because I don't have that many left. So there would be a point in having 20 minutes, but I don't have that many. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna give y'all 6 minutes for this one, and this will be our last flash sale. Last flash sale. 6 minutes. 6 minutes left. We changed the name back in April of last year, so we're coming up on a year of having the name changed. I'm in Atlanta. We are based in Atlanta. All right, so we only have 10 of these. We only have 10 of the bundles. So if you want the bundle at 30% off, grab it. Last flash sale. So if you want 10%, not 10% off. If you want, dang, I don't know what I'm talking about. Just get it if you want it. Okay. So first mistake is scalp over hair care. So last time I'm gonna go over these for the week. If you want to see the full thing, check out YouTube. So scalp over hair care. So your hair is not short because of your scalp. The reason your hair is short because your hair strands, which are down here, are breaking off because they're dry. That's the only reason why people don't grow hair. Your hair doesn't just one day say, I'm gonna stop growing hair out of it. It's growing constantly 24/7. You putting oil in your scalp does not change that fact, doesn't speed up that fact. It grows half an inch a month. You putting oil in your scalp, guess what? It's still gonna grow half an inch a month. Your problem lies with your actual hair strands. Your hair is dry and breaking off. What do you do to fix dryness? Hydration, right? But here's the thing with hydration. Hydration doesn't happen on your scalp. Putting oil on your scalp doesn't magically make your hair strands hydrated. So when you put oil on your scalp or you do things to your scalp, you're not fixing the problem. The problem's down here. Why are you focusing up here? You're focusing up here, which means you're neglecting down here. Your hair is still breaking and it's still short. So if you want longer hair, you should always prioritize hair care over scalp care. That's just it. So throw the hair oils away. Not hair oils. Hair oils are good for your hair strands, but the hair growth oils in your scalp, there's no point. Oil in your scalp every single day will do nothing for you. Nothing for you. All right, guys, we have 6 bundles left. 6 bundles left, and you only have 4 minutes. Last flash sale of the evening. Last flash sale of the evening. 30% off the bundle. We only have 6 of them left available. How many people do we have this in their carts? Okay, we have 15 people that have this. I'm sorry, 13 people that have this in their cart. Okay. I have a hooded dryer, but I need a blow dryer. Any suggestions? I have the Dyson, but that's kind of pricey. But they sent me that. I didn't buy that, so I don't know as far as any affordable options. I'll have to look. I haven't used a blow dryer in so long. It's been a minute. I do not do protein treatments. So the reason why people do protein treatments is because they're like, oh, my hair is weak and brittle. Your hair is only weak and brittle because it's dry. Think about like this. Your hair, when it's dry, is like a pasta noodle. You could just snap it in half, right? An uncooked pasta noodle. But the second you cook pasta, what happens? You add water to it. You can't snap it. It has elasticity. It's stronger, etc. That's exactly how your hair works. So if your hair is dry and brittle, hydration will make it stronger. Okay, you guys, we have 4 bundles left. Last flash sale of the evening. If you guys want to, our giveaway's done. Who won our giveaway? Last flash sale of the evening. 30% off the bundle. We only have, what I say? I think I said 4 left. 4 or 3, I don't remember. Congratulations to Keela Floyd, TTT. She got a free oil. Love that for you. And she's educated, period. I see your graduation cap in your profile picture, T. We love an educated woman. All right. Let's see. All right, any final hair growth questions? We about to get off of here. This is our last flash sale of the evening. Last flash sale. Sis, what did you get your degree in? I'm very curious to know. Can you please explain how hydration thickens hair? So you can't really thicken hair in the sense that, okay, so thick hair is how many individual hair strands you have on your head. So if you have a ton of hair on your head, you have thick hair. If you don't have as much hair, you have thin hair. Coarse and fine hair is like each individual hair strand. If the individual hair strand is big, that's coarse. If it's not big, that's fine. So you can have thick, fine hair. You can have thin, coarse hair. You know what I'm saying? But all of that is genetic, if that makes sense. Alright, can you explain scalp over hair care? Absolutely. Alright, we only have 2 bundles left, you guys, at 35% off. Last flash sale. We only have 2 bundles left at 30% off. Alright, you know what? I'll give y'all the butter. I'll give y'all the butter again after this, but this is our last bundle sale. So we only have 2 more, and we have about 5 people that have them in their cart. So first come, first serve. So the reason why focusing on your scalp will never grow your hair is because your hair isn't short because of your scalp. Your hair is short because your hair strands, which are down here, nowhere near your scalp, are breaking off because they're dry. You putting oil on your scalp doesn't fix what's going on down here. That's why hair growth oils don't work, because they don't fix the reason why your hair is short. If you want your hair not to be short, focus on your hair strands, focus on keeping them hydrated, and that's how you see longer hair. That's why the line is a hydration line, because nothing else is effective for growth. Again, nothing you can put on your scalp will increase hair growth. I'm sorry, but hear me. Long hair is possible for everybody in here, but it is not possible in a super short amount of time. If you have shoulder length hair, you will not have hair as long as mine in a year. That's just not possible. Not because you're black or have tight hair. Nobody, even if somebody was white, they could not have hair as long as mine. If their hair is shoulder length, the white girl's not going to grow waist length hair in a year. You won't either, because that's just not how fast hair grows. Now, in 3 years, 4 years, yeah, you could have hair as long as mine for sure. This isn't about your ability to grow long hair. Everybody in here has the ability to grow long hair. Unless you have a medical condition, which is another topic. But everybody in here has the ability to grow long hair. If your hair isn't long, it's not because your hair just can't grow long hair. Everybody's hair is growing 24/7. If your hair isn't long, it's because you're not taking care of it in a way that's helping you to retain length. Everybody grows about 6 inches of hair a year. So how you get longer hair isn't by trying to grow 8 inches. No, you're still going to grow 6 inches no matter what you do. No matter what you put on your scalp, no matter what you try to do to speed up, you're still going to grow those 6 inches. Nothing more, okay? Your goal is every single year to retain as much of those 6 inches as you can. 3 years of retaining 6 inches is 18 inches of hair. You know how much hair that is? That's a lot of hair. Just like 18 inches. That's how people get waist length hair, hip length hair, etc. So the answer is to lock your hair. My hair grew almost waist length in 5 years. You know, I want to lock my hair so bad, but I just get so, I am a very impulsive person, and I like to switch my hair up. So if I did switch my hair up, I know locks aren't permanent, but they kind of are in a sense. So I would have locks for like a month and then want to change it. That's why I don't do it. All right, I'm gonna give y'all one more flash sale for the leave-in butter. We're gonna cap it off. I'll give y'all 40% off, but it's gonna be quick, like 5 minutes. But I'll give y'all 40% off on the leave-in butter. Let's see. So we kind of used up all of our inventory this week, but I can spare 17 leave-in butters for 40% off. All right. Mind you, some people purchase multiple at a time, so keep that in mind. But I can spare 17. All right, I'm gonna give y'all 5 minutes. I have 17 that I can do available for that. Let me pin it for you guys 1 second. Again, this is on TikTok, all right? All right, cool. Who do you ship with? We have our own shipping. We don't ship through TikToks. TikTok's trying to crack down on that. They're not allowing us to do that, so we'll have to change that eventually. Basically, they just want us to use their shipping labels. We use our own, so it's not that big of a deal, but still. All right, we only have 15 left, so we had 2 people buy them in like the last 60 seconds, 30 seconds actually. So yeah, 4 minutes. This is the last flash sale we're doing. I'm done after this, and we're not going live for the rest of the week. So if you would like the leave-in butter at 40% off, this will be your last opportunity. We have no more sales or anything. Like I said, we only had 17 available. Now we have 13. So we only have 13 left. You guys have 4 minutes. And again, if you are curious, my twist out is 15 days old. Yes, you heard me right. 15 days old. Because the leave-in butter kept my hair hydrated simply by this. It's not rocket science. It's just a good formulation. Most leave-ins and stuff like that will add moisture. Add hydration. That's not the problem. It's just locking it in. Water evaporates from your hair. You spill water on your shirt, it's gone. You spill water on the ground, it's gone. You put water on your hair, it will leave your hair quickly. So that's why it's important that you lock your water in with an oil or butter. So it will do like this. When it tries to escape, it will get blocked, and it will reduce, it will slow it down. So it will take longer for the moisture to leave, which means it takes longer for your hair to get dry. And again, I have done no touch-ups or anything to my hair at all. I washed my hair 15 days ago, did my twist out, took it out. I've done nothing, added nothing, retouched nothing in 15 days. I've just been putting it up when I go to sleep, taking it down when I'm out and about. Literally it. Nothing to rocket science. How often do you use the leave-in butter? So I haven't used it in 15 days. And I don't need to because my hair stayed hydrated. And when I wash my hair tomorrow, I will use it. I probably will not use it again until I wash my hair again. I don't use it between wash days because my hair doesn't need to. You only use the product when your hair is dry. But if it's hydrating your hair and locking it in, it's not going to get dry often, if that makes sense. What edge control do you use? I don't do edge controls. I have not done my edges the entire time. I'm not a huge edge person, so I only really do my edges if I'm slicking my hair back. And even then, just depends. I don't know. I like girls that do edges. It looks good on them. I just don't think it looks good on me. And I just feel like it's too much upkeep. I can get my hair to last a long time, but your edges will revert. Because, I work out, I shower. It's just kind of hard to... You have to kind of do your edges often to keep them looking, fresh. And I'm just too lazy for that. I want to touch my hair as little as possible. So, all right, you guys have 2 minutes left. We only have 7 left of the leave-in butter for 40% off. We only have 7 left, you guys. So, yeah. All right, we only have 6 now. We only have 6. We have 20 people that have it in their carts. We only have 6 left. So if you want it, I would definitely recommend this is our last sale. After this, I'm done. I'm getting off. I'm going home, going to sleep. Then tomorrow I'm filming. We're doing a wash day. Gotta get some more content for you guys. It's cool. So you don't use a leave-in every day? No, I do nothing to my hair every single day. The only time I put product in my hair or do anything is on wash day. So for 15 days, I've done nothing to my hair. I've only put my hair up and put my hair down. When I go to sleep, I put it up, and when I wake up, I put it down. Nothing has been added. It doesn't need it. Look how good my hair still looks. Why would I put, you know what I'm saying? Why would I put anything else in my hair if my hair stayed hydrated? Do y'all see this? I'm trying to grab a piece. Look at this twist. 2 weeks. Still fully intact. There's no frizz or anything. All right, how many do we have left? We only have 4 left, and y'all have 60 seconds. We only have 4 leave-in butters left at 40% off, and then 45 seconds. Okay, now we only have 3. 3 left, 45 seconds, 40% off. After this, we're done. No more flash sales. You won't have to pay full price. You 100% will have to pay full price after this. All right, 2 left. We only got 2 left, you guys. 2 leave-in butters left. Last time we had somebody purchase on the 1 second mark. We only have 2 left. All right, let's see. 20 seconds. 2 left. All right, 1. We only got 1 more left, y'all. 1 more leave-in butter for 40% off. And then we're done. No more sales. No more discounts. No more. Oh, I'm glad you found me. Yeah, the algorithm hates me. The algorithm does not like me. If you really want to see me consistently, I would recommend subscribing to me on YouTube because the algorithm tends to show my following the same stuff consistently. Instagram is iffy. TikTok is iffy. All right, guys, that is it. That's all I have for you guys for this week. Next week we'll be talking about wash day, mistakes you're making that are keeping your hair short. For my YouTube girlies, again, anytime there's sales or discounts, it will be on TikTok until YouTube gets that feature because I can't sell in a YouTube live, if that makes sense. But Hair Growth 101 highlights for this week will be up on Sunday. So if you don't want to hear me talk for 2 hours, I can condense it to about 20 minutes and post that for you. And you'll get all the information. We have episodes 1 and 2 already up. So that's fun for you. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pray us out. And I'm so sleepy. I'm going to go watch Stranger Things and go to bed. All right, Lord, thank you for this day. Thank you for allowing us to make it through another day, another long week, but a productive week. Thank you for waking us up this morning. Not everybody had the opportunity. Thank you for our health. We have all of our limbs. We have, air to breathe. We live with all the problems in America. We're still better off than some people. So I just thank you for that. Literally saw a homeless person on my way here. Like, things could be worse. So I just thank you for that. And please forgive us for not having gratitude for even the smallest things that we take for granted, like being able to see. I pray you continue to cover mental health, depression, anxiety, SI, anything of that sort. I pray that you cover and remove those things. Those are demonic spirits that are not of you. I pray you continue to keep us safe. If anybody, I'm feeling like somebody needs some clarity or discernment on something, so I pray for clarity and discernment. I pray for anything that somebody's been praying over for a long time. I pray they finally get the answer that aligns with their spirit soon. And I pray that you remove anxiety of anybody that's stressing or worrying about something. I feel that too. I pray that you remove anxiety and allow someone to give it to you and trust you. And I just pray, continue to keep us safe physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. And if nobody read their Bible today, I pray that you allow us to feel convicted and just spend 3 minutes reading a verse and reflecting on it just to get some sort of connection with you. I pray you keep us safe this weekend with the ice storms and things like that, especially in the South where we're not used to that. I pray that nobody's power goes out, everybody is home safely and warm, and nobody's on the road, nothing happens. I just pray you keep us safe. I pray you keep us till we meet again, which will be Monday at 7 p.m. And that is it. Amen. Alrighty, guys. Thank you so much for joining me on TikTok. I will see y'all next week for Hair Growth 101, episode 4. More discounts, more savings. Quick trick, if you want savings this weekend, buy the bundle on the website. You'll automatically get free shipping because we do free shipping on orders over $75. Plus, if you want an additional 10% off, sign up to our newsletter or SMS on the website. You'll get 2 different separate discounts for that. So there you go. That's a cheat code. All right, guys. I will see y'all next week. Bye. And for my YouTube girlies, I'm so sorry. I'm going to do better trying to pay attention to the comments. It's just like I have like 5 different tabs open to like put sales up, do the comments, do the giveaway, stuff like that. So it's kind of hard for me to keep up with it, but hopefully as the weeks go by, I will get better at that. But again, any sales or discounts that you see are always on TikTok. So I'll just make sure that I say that, like, hey, go to TikTok if you're on YouTube, if that makes sense. But I hope y'all can like give me some patience and some grace with that. But I will see you guys on Tuesday at 7 p.m. And again, the Hair Growth 101 highlights are available. They will be available on Sunday, and I am back on my personal pages. So if you want to watch, I have a Type 4 Friendly episode coming out. It's a Type 4 Friendly on Sunday on my personal page. So if you want to see that, then that would also be awesome. But all right, I will see you guys on Tuesday at 7 p.m. It will be scheduled, and you guys have a great night. And again, stay safe this weekend. Take all your precautions, but we're going to be fine. All right, you guys. I will see y'all later. Bye.